is ahead. He's got Pringle in front. Alexi takes it strong to the cup.
Here in the inside, Stanley Pringle.
Oh, nice pirouette off the glass, off the crossover.
What a block from Jared Dinigo, pero ang goal!
Oh, big block.
To work with.
It's the basket. Nikas Salabas. Boom.
Sa kabagot! Forward ahead to RR. Bang! Bang!
Starting at guard from Tondo, Manila, number 3, Paul Lee. Also at guard from Pampanga, number 2, Justin Melton. At center from Buluan, South Cotabato, number 4, Rafi Rivas. At forward from Olongapo City, number 19, Rome De La Rosa. And also at forward, the pride of Pozo Rubio, Pangasinan, number 15, Mark Pingris. Head coach for Magnolia Hotshots is Chito Victorino. And now let's meet the starting five of your Globalport Batang Pierre. Starting at forward, number 0 from Bicol, Yusef Taha. The other forward, number 14 from Binyan, Laguna, Jonathan Gray. At center, number 33 from Santa Maria, Bulacan, Kelly Nabong. At guard, number 9 from Parañaque, Nico Elorde. And also at guard, number 3 from Cagayan Valley.
Well, summertime na po, pero ayaw pa magbakasyon ng Globalport. Batang Pierre, they don't want to move out of this conference. But the Magnolia Hotshots Pambansang Manok, they want to move on to the semifinals. We're at the Mall of Asia Arena. I'm Charlie Guna together with Coach Ryan Gregorio. Mabuhay Pilipinas. These are the PBA Quarterfinals. And this matchup is between Magnolia and Globalport. Twice to beat ang Magnolia.
Just a fantastic confidence so far for Magnolia. They've only dropped 3 games so far out of 11 games. Ito namang Globalport at number 7. They actually match up well against Magnolia. They have a lot of speedsters in their roster also. Kaya napakabilis ng laban na ito for sure.
First quarter nag-umpisa na. Hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Simulan na ang labanan ng tunay na lakas. Maya-maya marinig natin ang mga ulat ni Riza Diaz at courtside. Starting from Magnolia, Pingris Lee, Rivas, Rome De La Rosa, and Justin Melton. They're in blue. Yung mga naka-white naman with the neon green trim, Elorde Pringle and Jonathan Gray, together with Yusuf Taha and Kelly Nabong. Yung dalawang nawala sa Globalport, biglang bumalik. And they've been helping inside para kay Coach Pido Harenzo.
Oh, definitely. Ang laking bagay niyan with their inside presence and the way the games are being officiated. Pwede nang may konting leeway ngayon yung mga tough defenders inside. Malaki na yung value na ibibigay nila sa kanilang magkabilang at sa kanilang koponan.
And normally you'd see Sean Anthony starting at 1 forward, no? But today they go 3 small to start this ball game. And Stanley Pringle, who has had a splendid, outstanding conference so far, 20 points a game, leading his team and hits the first 2.
Oh yes, and especially during the time na wala si Terence Romeo, he really embraced the scoring cudgels for his team and even right now. So with Terence Romeo in the roster, maganda na ngayon yung kombinasyon and arguably 2 of our best guards in the league right now.
Nice tap out by Mark Pingris. Hinarang na si Taha para hindi na makuha. 14 seconds of the shot clock itong Globalport. Pringle Melton ang labanan. Lobos kay Elorde, who's been playing well lately. And he just punctuates that statement with a 3-pointer.
Oh yes, and there was one game wherein we even chose him as our best player of the ball game. Usually he comes in here just to set the table, make good assist passes and decisions. But what is nice is he's not only defending well, but he's also making his shots from the 3.
Well, yung tip in ni Rafi Rivas, ayaw higupin yung ring. Pinapik na pa labas ni Yusuf Taha. On the attack, they miss in transition and Magnolia gets the ball back. It's down by 3. Let's watch this play a while ago from Elorde, a 3-pointer Paymaya play brought to us by Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. De La Rosa napunta kay Paul Lee, the lethal weapon. Now with Melton, who took steps bago niya bago siya umatake. Sa turnover naging resulta ron. Early substitution. Imamatch nila yung 3 smalls eh. Pinasok si Halalon ngayon.
Yun sinasabi natin at the top of our coverage. Maganda yung matchup ng mga perimeter players. Ito magkabilang kupunan. A lot of them are really quick on their feet. And tama, nag-match up agad early. Itong si Coach Chito Victorera. But what a start for Globalport. 7 points for them. And defensively, they've only allowed 2 points from Magnolia.
Well, they're known for their offense. Itong Globalport, batang pair. Bunch of guys na marunong umiscore. Para sa koponan na ito, they practically went the entire conference without Terrence Romeo. Isang laro pa lamang. So they even get more offense with the arrival of T.
Tama yung sinasabi mo. And talagang lalong tataas ang offensive efficiency nitong Globalport with Terrence Romeo in the roster.
Pringle, baseline, goes up strong. Akala ko, he lost his footing already. Medyo pabagsak na siya. Biglang, nandun na, nakashoot na.
Umangat, he did not stop his dribble. Tapos he was just so strong on the way for his 4th point of the ballgame. Again, this is a good situation for Globalport. They just cannot come in here thinking about offense. But what is nice is in the opening minutes of this first quarter, they're making their usual points, fast break, early shots, and they're making defensive stops. Kaya ang ganda nitong preparation ng Globalport going into this ballgame.
Labang na sila ng 5 na. Force pa nila ang turnover on that offensive foul from Rafi Rivas. Pringle and Melton. You know, you see Pringle, he feels he can take on Melton every time. Pero nagbintis ang kanyang tira. Masyado malakas ang pabanda. Halalon, fresh off a Gilas Pilipinas stint once again. Now it's with Rivas. Poste Mark Pingris against Yusuf Taha. Oy, passes it back to Halalon. Hindi na napasok ng dasano ng play na yon. Gray in the open court. He loves this kind of action. Nilipat sa kaliwa. Dinuwa ng ring. Taha fighting for it. Keeps it alive. Elorde waits for Pringle. Pringle takes the 3. Top of the key. Punctures that hoop. 12-4 lead para sa Globalport. On fire to begin this matchup. Ang tindi ng shooting ng Globalport. Pagbukol sa 3, Paymaya play. Hatid sa atin ng Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app.
From the Mall of Asia Arena, nagbabalik po ang inyong PBA. Kontra depensa, kontra opensa. Kasi ang Globalport batang pair on offense, they are number 2, scoring about 96 points a game on an average. Samantala, ang Magnolia naman is best on defense, scoring or rather allowing only players to score, opponents to score 84 points a game. Ang sabi ni Coach Pedro Harencio, ang magiging problema lang nila dyan, yung mga manlalaro daw niya kapag hindi nakakashoot, when they don't get their offensive game running, tinatamad din dumifensa, something that they cannot do in this game. Gentlemen.
Maraming salamat, Riza. Well, defense versus offense. Offense is winning so far sa laban na ito, Coach Ryan.
Oh yes, very obvious yung strength na pinapakita ng Globalport in the first 4 minutes of play. They've scored 12 points already. But a new facet in this ball game is they're also defending. They force a lot of missed shots. They force a lot of turnovers. And that really gave a chance for Magnolia to call a quick timeout and set things up.
So coming out of that timeout, ang ganda ng setup eh, patience sa kanilang opensa. And Mark Pingris goes up and under for that hook shot. Close the lead, or bring the lead down to just 6 for Globalport. Jonathan Gray in the paint. He likes that left-handed layup. Yun talaga yung strength niya. Can go either way, actually.
Yes, he's a fantastic fast break finisher and is a tremendous slasher. Fearless talaga ito pag umatake sa basket.
Melton, nice screen. Gave it up to Pingris. Mintis ang kanyang tira. Rafi Rivas keeping it alive. Siya naman ang hook shot. Malakas ang tira. Taha on the rebound. Reach in. Halalon. And Taha is pumped up. High energy naman talaga ito si Taha paglaro.
Actually, pareho sila eh. Tingnan natin ito. So take a look at this nice shot by Mark Pingris.
Yan yung kanina, smart move yan natin sa atin ng smart. Be there like never before.
This is a very emotional combination. The front line of Coach Pedro Harencio. Meron siyang Kelly Nabong. Meron pa siyang Yusef Taha.
San Anthony rin, ganun din
May
eh.
ganun din, oo. But ang maganda rito sa yung dalawang sentrong unang nabanggit natin, pag na-channel naman nila yung kanilang emotions dun sa right direction,
Correct.
ang ganda naman ng kanilang output para sa kanilang kupunan.
They've been very productive. Ito si Kelly Nabong having a career conference so far.
Technical foul on Coach Chito Victorino for pointing and accusing.
Chito Victorino has been assessed a technical foul for pointing an accusing finger at the official. He was explaining something now. Governor Rene Pardo is on the floor. At siya rin ay nakikipagtalo sa mga referees natin. Referee Jimmy Mariano had to step in. I suppose he's the lead referee sa crew na ito. And while that's being threshed out, tatlo-tatlong umaawat kay Coach Chito Victorino. Mag-technical free throw itong si Nico Elorde. And he knocks it down.
Well, quite surprising, of course, with the demeanor of Chito Victorino getting an early technical foul. And I think what he's arguing is, yes, it was an accusing finger, but it was not pointed towards the direction of the referee. Kaya nagulat siya na siya ay napituhan. At nag-react rin si Governor Pardo doon.
That's right. Baka lang umawat ito si Ito Esguerra. Anyway, dribblers, open your money ball up. Ito ang ating Phoenix Pulse money ball question. Anong taon pumasok sa PBA si Rafi Rivas ng Magnolia Hotshots pambansang manok? 1998, 2000, or 2002? Pindot na.
Wow, it's been a long time.
Hindi
Rafi,
98, sinasabi ko na sa inyo.
dalawa na lang pagpipilian natin. 10-time champion. Itong si Rafi Rivas.
So medyo nag-relax na yung mga tao. Tuloy ang ating laro. Paul Lee is short on his first three-point attempt. Lead pass to Stanley Pringle. Football ba ang laro? American football ba yan?
Grabe naman yung touchdown na yun. At yung pasa ng parang quarterback eh. Itong si Kelly Nabong, as soon as he got that rebound, he pivoted out. Tapos nandun na si Pringle. Part of their game plan really is to push that ball.
And I do know that they both did play football earlier in their sporting careers. Both of them, Pringle and Kelly Nabong. There's Ian Sangalang na maganda rin ang konferensya para rito sa pambansang manok. Mintis ang hook shot. Lead pass to Jonathan Gray. There was interference. Pass interference na ginawa nito mga naka-azul to knock that out, but they'll keep the ball. Here's a fast break. It's brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified sa bidding. Ikaw ang bidding, ganda ng pass. At saka, you know, it's great when you can just catch, tapos lay-up ka na.
And the communication between the two players, because nag-leak out into si Pringle. He was the one who challenged the shot of Paul Lee. And Paul Lee did not have the necessary help side defenders to man the fast break basket for Magnolia. But Pringle, wow, what a performance here in the first quarter alone. 11 points. We still have 5 and 58 remaining here in the first.
Medyo mahusay, no, Pringle?
Grabe naman, taas naman ang level mo. Medyo lang yan.
Gray goes to Elorde. And Elorde waits for Stanley Pringle. Why not? Tumira, napakalayo. Kala ko papasok, but the Taha keeps it alive. Back to Pringle! And he's getting it every which way. 13 puntos para kay number 3. For the Globalport Batang Pier, 21-6, 15-point lead for the Batang Pier. And look at that Paymaya play brought to us by Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app. Magnolia Hotshots call a timeout. They gotta talk things over.
Okay, go, kabila ka. Go.
When you talk about backcourts, two of the best leading their team sa laban ito, Paul Lee at Stanley Pringle.
Oh, definitely. 17.4 points per ball game. Both of them can really score from the outside, finish fast break opportunities, and Stan Pringle 20.2. And they're not only good in scoring. Look at their rebounds and assists. Overall performance, the stat line, really the best among probably all the guards here in the PBA. Of course, Chris Ross nandyan din sa usapan na yan. And of course, Ley Tenorio.
Scotty Thompson, sama mo na rin sa
Sama
usapan
mo
na
na rin,
yan. Anyway,
oh.
may kwento para sa atin si Riza Diaz. Riz!
Charlie, totoo sa sinabi ni Stanley Pringle before this game started, babawi siya sa laro na to. Balikan natin, in the first meeting in the elimination round, Stanley only scored 5 points. He was 1 out of 12 from the field. Ang sabi niya, what happened then was fatigue. They played talk and text back-to-back, barely got rest, and ang malaking difference coming to this game, Friday huli din ng laro, nakapagpahinga siya, at syempre may inaasahan siyang Terence Romeo na tutulong sa kanya maya-maya lamang. Charlie.
Maraming salamat, Riz. Tuloy ang labanan. Rome De La Rosa reaches in. He's called for a foul. Tamaan daw niya ang braso ni Jonathan Gray. Jonathan Gray obviously with the instructions to be aggressive going towards the basket as he started this ball game para kay Coach Pido.
Oh yes, and not only that, sometimes he is tasked to bring the ball down para hindi rin masyadong mapagod itong si Stan Pringle. And this is gonna be dangerous because you know that he's just pretty much developing that shot. Dahil ang talagang priority niya is his penetration. Pag yan tumama, he will be harder to guard.
It's 24-6. 18 points na lamang. Baroka is in the ball game trying to provide some scoring. He missed on the jumper, however. Halalon unable to track it down. Ang bola tumama pa sa kanya. Pringle was right there keeping in step with Gio Halalon. It's a very, very difficult start for Magnolia as Globalport shooting the lights out inside the Mall of Asia Arena. Well, Coach Ryan yung nagdala sa Magnolia dito sa number 2 seed for the playoffs has been the red-hot defense all conference long.
Definitely. They only lost 3 times. And just by the way they played in the elimination round, you feel like this is their best chance to make it all the way to the finals and who knows, probably win another championship for their team. Points allowed, they're number 1, only allowing 84 points per ball game. Even field goal percentage allowed, only 39%. They're both first in that department. Fast break points allowed, 11.8. But unfortunately, not in tonight's game. They have allowed Globalport to score 24 points already. Majority of that number came from fast break points. So hindi ginagawa ng Magnolia yung strength nila. Kaya natatabunan sila ng gusto sa laban natin ngayong gabi.
At may mga changes pa sa lineup ng Globalport. So fresh legs in the game. Terrence Romeo, Sean Anthony, and Jerick Teng rather, who was picked up by his former coach sa UST, si Coach Pido Horenzo, and he has played well for them in short stints on the floor. Pringle misses a three-point attempt. Sangalang comes down with the rebound, and Pambansang Manok needs some scoring. Hirap na hirap maka-score. Di makapasok sa loob ng pintura itong Magnolia. Rome kicks to the corner. Dinabas kay Ramos. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Baroka trying to lose Sean Anthony. It's not working, and Terrence Romeo gets the steal, and he's sailing in for the easy fast break points once again.
Well, they have the ability to bounce back at Magnolia. Definitely, we've seen it time and again in this conference. Natatabunan sila na maaga. Pero ibang klase yung kumpiyansang na-degenerate itong Globalport here in the first quarter. And interesting sideshow here is itong si Terrence Romeo came in na plus 18 sila. Meaning, natambakan na ng first 5 yung kalaban nila. So, titignan natin mamaya kung ano yung player efficiency rating nitong si Romeo. Now, he is plus 2, a total of 29 kalamangan ng Globalport.
Steal na yan natin sa ating United Auctioneers Inc., biggest auction company sa Pilipinas, ISO certified. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida. Changes on the side of Coach Chito Victorero as well. Simon is in the game. Paul Lee binalik na rin.
Of course, there's a little pressure dito kay Terrence Romeo because the first time he played, natalo yung kanyang koponan.
Oo. PJ, kapapasok lang. Ang tira niya, Mintis. Baroka offensive board. Lob inside. Ian Sangalang too high. And really not a leaper is Ian Sangalang. So it was difficult for him para ma-field yung ganang klaseng pasa from Baroka.
Very, very careless yung pasa na yun. They had the luxury to set up their offense. Their flow is not really right here in this ball game. So dapat medyo mag-slow down sila ng bahagya.
First 14 na yun, Pwede sana mag-reset.
Pwede.
The spin, Aranya, he was caught in mid-air, but there's gonna be a hold. Paul Lee ba matatawagan? Mark Baroka is called para dun sa personal foul.
Now, Coach Chito Victorero has to watch out because he's becoming so emotional to the sidelines. Of course, his team is down by 20. But remember, meron na siyang isang technical foul.
Correct,
so, hindi na siya pwedeng dumalawa. Kung hindi, mato-thrown out na siya sa laban natin.
Dribblers ang tama sagot sa ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question ay number 3, 2002. Doon pumasok sa PBA si Rafi Rivas. 02. So speaking of technical fouls and ejections, in the first game earlier, San Miguel Beer ousted TNT Katropa. Na thrown out si Arwin Santos with a minute and a half to go.
Yes.
Diba, in that ball, kasi hindi na natapos on the floor or inside the arena yung laban na yon. So
And
referees are calling it tight playoffs kasi.
Tama yan. At even Mo Tua, he was ejected
Correct.
in the middle part of the third quarter. And that is one of the reasons why napakadali ng basketball kay Junmar Fajardo. He finished the game with 35 big points.
And 11 rebounds. May bonus pa ng konti. 11 lang? Bakit 11
Bakit
lang?
parang konti?
Diba? Scoring na yung focus niya today. Here's PJ inside the lane. Gumawa ng espasyo. PJ Simon finally breaks that 6-point dead, parang roadblock.
Yes.
Yung scoring nitong Magnolia, ang tagal nilang napako sa 6. Bradwin Ginto inside the paint. Another of those strong frontliners para kay Pido Harencho. And Ryan Aranya miscue, stepped back and stepped out of bounds on the approach. Ito, 2-9 na lakas move hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos mo.
Well, this guy is a veteran. Itong si PJ Simon, battle scarred na to. Alam na alam niya what it takes for his team to go to the next level. In the last season, all 3 conferences, lahat yun nakapasok itong kupunan nila sa semifinals. Pero hindi makalusot at makarating sa finals. So ngayon sinusubukan nila, kaya itong si PJ Simon, tinuturuan din yung kanyang mga nakababatang mga kakampi.
Well, PJ Simon, he's had a lot of success sa kanyang PBA career. In fact, alam ko may coach din na nag-3-time coach of the year. Tumulong dun sa mga awards na yun si PJ Simon.
You have to remember, this guy was drafted in the 4th round. Nobody picked him up. Somebody took a gamble.
Sino yun? Yung 3-time coach of the year nga na yun. Okay.
But unfortunately, he's no longer coaching. He's beside you.
Yun na nga. Diba? Pasimple lang yun. Pasimple lang. Nasa linya ngayon si Ryan Aranya, looking to give his team an even bigger lead. And it's been Globalport's quarter definitely, with only 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. And you know, during a huddle earlier, we had the benefit of listening into Chito Victorero, although yung TV audience natin hindi narinig yun. And he was emphasizing sa mga pambansang manok na they want it more, they need it more. Obviously, kasi pag ma-out sila, pag matalo ng Globalport, out na sila. So you have to match their intensity and their rough and tumble kind of play.
Oh yes, and in the first few minutes alone, Coach Chito Victorero noticed it that they're losing in the effort department. Ang dami nilang turnovers, na out-rebound sila, hindi sila nakakabalik sa fast break defense sila. But so far, here in the last few minutes of play, bumabalik na yung tunay na laro nito Magnolia, especially sa kanilang depensa.
So they're still down by 16, looking to close that gap. Sanggalang went under the defense. Taking advantage na rookie yung nakabantay sa kanya ron. Gabayni lost that baseline.
And they're only down by 14 points. So we've been tracking itong player efficiency rating ni Terence Romeo together with the 4 or the 5 guy or the 4 guys that he has with him on the court right now. Nako, 14 na lang to Negative 4 na.
Romeo kick to the corner. Aranya had to bring it down kasi andun ang depensa ni Paul Lee. Another miss from Globalport. Anong magagawa nitong mga hotshots? PJ Simon will spin, take it, and miss. And not a single rebounder underneath for the blue shirts. Tanggalang fronting Ginto. Romeo, quick pass to Bradwin. Bradwin makes the approach, kicks it out of bounds. Ball goes back the other way.
So the strength of Magnolia is their half-court interior defense. And it's been very obvious in the last 4 plays, hindi magiba ng Globalport. What is lacking right now is their ability to push that ball, increase the tempo of the ball game, and score on fast breaks. Nung nawala si Pringle, nawala na rin yung attacking yun. At nagkaka-meltdown build sila sa kanilang execution. Tinamayan, unforced turnover once again for Globalport.
So sorry miss for Paul Lee earlier. Fortunately for him, they got it back. Aldrich 3. No go. Sanggalang trying to keep it alive. Ginto finally got the rebound, tapped away by Melton. 8.9 na lang ang natitira, and Magnolia will end up with just 12 points in this quarter. So Global nag-slow down ng konti the past couple of minutes, but they still have a chance. Hindi na. Kado late na yung pasa for Jeron Teng. Sino ba? Jeric, no? Jeric.
Teng. Anak ni
Sorry.
Alvin.
Anak ni Alvin. Sorry. Stanley Pringle went to town because the first period, they have 26 total points and Stanley had 13 of them.
Oh, we've been talking about efficiency. Ito, 8 minuto lang kanyang nilaro. Look at his field goal, 6 out of 9. A lot of shots were taken from the outside. He's simply on fire. The question is, can he sustain his effort?
struggles talaga. Kasi we're already nitpicking here sa 3-point shooting at sa rebounding ng Magnolia Hotshots.
Oh, well, of course, when you're in the playoffs already, you cannot rely on your strength that brought you to this kind of a situation they're in. They won 8 games, lost 3 times. You have to continuously improve on certain aspects of the ball game. And for Magnolia, 2 things. 3-point shooting, they're 7th overall, and rebounding, only 51 rebounds per ball game. Also 7th overall. So can you imagine, kung yung kanilang strength sa points allowed, field goal percentage allowed, pass rate points allowed, madagdagan pa nung kanilang dinidevelop na other aspects in the ball game, then probably makarating na rin sila sa finals.
Back on the floor, about to begin quarter number 2. Nahatid din sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. Now, Pringle and Romeo on the floor together with Teng, Nabong, and Gabayni. Para umpisa ng ating pangalawang quarter dito sa Mall of Asia Arena.
Pretty good the last few minutes of the first quarter played by Magnolia. They were down by as big as 20 points, 26-6. But a strong 6-0 run during the first quarter enabled them to bounce back a little bit. They're only down by 14.
And now Global starting to miss, no? So itong Magnolia have to try to take advantage. Exactly what Aldrich Ramos just did. Tumira mula sa may kaliwa. 2-pointer lamang yon, but still very welcome sight para kay Coach Chito Victolero to see Aldrich make a shot.
Oh, definitely. Dahil kung makashoot sa outside, itong malalaking players ng Magnolia will open things up naman sa perimeter scorers or even sa penetrators na mga kakampi ng mas maliliit.
At Gabayni rolls to the basket, nakuha ang layup sa loob. So balik sa 14 ang lamang ng Globalport. Aldrich wants 2 in a row. This one is way off. Teng may tanga ng bola. Pumunta kay Terrence sa kanan. Terrence goes to Pringle sa may kaliwa naman. Tumira. Pasok na naman. Mainit pa rin ang kamay ni Teng.
Again, this is exactly the reason why they were on top by as big as 20 points in the first. They were able to force stops. They pushed the ball, did not wait for the defense of Magnolia to set up. Tumitira sila in transition sa 3-point range.
And look at that defense. Hinaharap nila si Sangalang. Didn't have a clear angle patungo o papunta kay Aldrich Ramos. O may kwento sa atin si Riza again. Riza.
Charlie, if you look at the Globalport Batang Pier bench, walang Sean Anthony doon. I checked upon him. He's inside the dugout kasama yung PT nila kasi may natapakan daw na paa and so he sprained his right ankle. Nung kanina, hindi naman ganun kagrabe pa yung swelling but it was in a lot of pain. They were icing it and perhaps bibigyan daw ng medication and from there, i-retape. Tsaka pa lang tayo makakakuha ng panibagong update kung makakabalik si Sean Anthony. Charlie.
Well, nice catch, Riza, kasi hindi man lang natin napansin na na-injured to si Sean Anthony. So we'll see. We'll monitor that kung makakabalik siya. But Teng, on that play, was ready. And he's been making threes at a high percentage mula nung bumalik siya rito sa PBA with Globalport.
Well, alam niya na ngayon kung ano ang kailangan niyang gawin to stay in the PBA at to specifically live with productive minutes dito sa Globalport. Ang daming penetrators, he just has to be a corner camper. Pag may nag-penetrate, pasa sa kanya, shoot niya lang, ayos na trabaho niya.
And a missed desperation 3 mula kay Paul Lee. Biglang yung offense ng Magnolia nag-back down na naman. It's a 20-point lead once again. After making that run, brought it down to 14. Balik sa 20. Nothing going right for the Magnolia Hotshots sa opensa. Hirap na hirap maka-score. And it's very strange to see them with the personnel that they have. Nahirap sila makascore.
Well, another issue that is plaguing them right now is their inability to make stops. We've talked about it. Their strength is limiting their opponents to score at a minimum, only 84 points per ball game. But this might be a step towards the right direction for them. A nice sliding defense by Mark Pingres, and he was able to fish for that offensive foul against Kelly Nabong.
Saka Nabong pinadali yung tawag kasi nag-extend. In-extend niya yung kanyang braso. 9 minutes, 23 remaining in the first half. Paul Lee kontra Nabong. Outquicks him on the dribble. On the drive naman, bitin ang tira pero may foul. Pupunta sa linya si Paul Lee. Leading for points, Magnolia Hotshots. Look nothing like the number 2 team in the standings so far in this game.
Lots of turnovers, their missed shots, and the execution also very rusty para rito sa blue shirts.
Making the first free throw is Paulie. Turn you over to Riza once again.
Charlie, some good news from Paul Lee. He will be a daddy soon. Buntis na ang kanyang may bahay na si Ruby. At ang sabi ni Paul Lee, ngayon daw, ang role naman niya ay runner. Bandang madaling araw daw, laging merong cravings. Kasi nga naglilihi na ang kanyang misis. Nung huli daw ang hinahanap sopas. Nung isang araw, lobster. It goes from that simple to that extreme. But Paul is enjoying it. Ang sabi nga niya, extra motivation yon para sa laro na yun ngayon. Now that of course, they're in the next round. Charlie.
Maraming salamat, Reese. Making the 2 free throws, Paul Lee. Well, hope all goes well para sa kanilang mag-asawa. But right now, things not going so well para sa kupunan ni Paul Lee. Pringle goes behind his back. Andun naman si Mark Barong, but the ball is on the floor. Sinong kukuha niyan? Last touch pa. Sino ba? Naubusan na ng oras. 24-second violation. They were lucky, guys. I think that would have been Globalport ball.
Yes, and showing a little semblance of their hustle, the effort that was lacking, and that was actually the call of Coach Chito Victorero. They've been out-hustled, and the effort is definitely pointing towards the direction of Globalport here in this ballgame.
Paulie napakalayo. Tinira, mintis. Brought ni Bronjal. That's why he's in the ballgame. Trying to keep the ball alive. Wanted to pass it inside. Natapik. Buhay pa rin. Paulie kicks to the side. Justin Melton. 4 to shoot. Paulie might have to take another one from way out there. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Nothing going sa opensa ng Magnolia. Terence Romney naman. Iniwasan ng depensa. Just fun to watch in the open court.
Oh yes, and just great sidestep move for him to elude the defense.
Yun na. Yun ang inaantay kanina pa. Finally got a good look. Not under time pressure dun sa shot clock. Napasok na ni Paulie yung tira. Bronjal and Gabaini. Bubugpugan sa shaded area. But they gotta mark this guy, Stanley Pringle. This guy too. Ang hirap no? May Romeo na, may Pringle pa. Tapik ni Mark Maroca palabas. Halalon's coming back in. Let's watch this drive from Terrence. Brought to us by United Auction Inc., biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified. Sa bidding ikaw ang bida. May timeout na tinawag. It's gonna be Globalport charged with 1. They're up by 17. Well, not the best confidence para sa Globalport kasi wala nga ito si Terence Romeo, but they still made the playoff and now he's back.
Oh yes, and his fresh. Matagal siyang nakaupo. He only played in their last game. But as if hindi siya matagal na wala. Ganda pa rin ang kanyang mga numero. Terence Romeo-like numbers in the points department, 20 points. They only shot 8 out of 18 from the field. So tingnan natin kung mas tataas ng bahagya yung kanyang field goal percentage.
Romeo knew the time left. Took it up quickly. Nagmintis sa rebound. Nabang lofted. Here come the blue shirts. Heading the other way. Bronjal hands it off to Halalon. Halalon to Pink. He'll take on the rookie. Kick it out to Halalon. That's a 3 if it goes. 2 threes. One from Paulie, one from Halalon.
It's not really their strong suit as a team, but individually they have players who are capable of really hitting big shots from the outside.
When it was 20, went down to 14. Bumalik sa 20. Ngayon, nasa 14 na ulit.
Yes.
Kelly wants 3. Nakaka-shoot yan na ganyan ha, dito sa conference na to.
Oh,
Silang dalawa ni Taha.
tama.
Baseline drive, Paulie. Oh, that doesn't go. Maroka naman. Pektus, partner.
Ganda ng pektos niya. Hindi naman kataasan yung kanyang tinalong. Hindi naman siya kalakihan. But for some reason, nakuha niya yung offensive rebound na to. At ito, pinakamababang kalamangan na after they led by 20 earlier. 12 na lang. Tingnan natin kung bababa pa.
Nakagaw pa. Paulie wants to take on Elorte. Basket na. May foul pa kasama. But you knew they were going to make a run somewhere along the way.
This is not a good fight for Coach Pido Horencio. No Stanley Pringle inside. Even the big guy, si Gabaini, is not really keeping it set. He has to be the second line defender there, but he was nowhere inside.
That was a Paymaya play. This is natin ang Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. Paulie, ayun po, practice yan, layup. Kasi mga dalawa, tatlong mintis na sa layup. But he got that last one and a chance to bring this lead down to single digits.
Oh, ito yung sinasabi natin kanina nang pumasok si Terence Romeo, plus 18. Ngayon pinagpahinga siya, plus 10 na lang. So minus 8 yung performance si Terence Romeo while inside.
Things, no, yung mga dati hindi pinapansin.
Hindi pinapansin.
Suddenly, that statistic is important
Yes.
to see how efficient you are.
Yes, at player efficiency rating. And even if you don't score, for as long as maganda yung chemistry mo inside, minsan 0 ka pero ang taas ng PER mo, malaking value ka pa rin sa kupunan mo.
Oh, hindi ka emphasizes that you really must play as a team. Kasi
Yes.
pwedeng damay ka. Kung masama laro ng ibang tao, kasama ka doon sa team, mababa yung
Tama.
rating mo talaga.
At even for the coaches, kung makita niya masama yung kombinasyon na yon, katulad yung nangyari sa kanila kanina, pag nakita ng coaching staff, masama itong 5 na to, hindi na nauulitin yon.
There's a substitution. Paulie will go out. Pasok si Simon. Dribblers, open your Moneyball app. Ito ang ating pangalawang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question. Sinang Globalport player ang nagdiwang ng kanyang kaarawan kahapon, March 5? Number 1, Jeric Teng. Number 2, Stanley Pringle. Number 3, Jonathan Bray. Pindot na. Hindi ko alam ang sagot.
Ako rin.
Mamaya, malalaman natin. Pingris goes up to strong rebound. Bronjal taps it to the wrong guy. Gray up ahead to Pringle. Habol pa si Melton. Oh, ang ganda ng habol. Tumama pa sa hita ni Stanley Pringle.
Oh, that is the kind of effort that will make Coach Chito Victorero very happy with his players because Pringle was probably ahead by 2 steps. And take a look at this. Itong si Melton out of nowhere, tapping that ball and effectively forcing a turnover.
Well, Pringle pleading his case na tinamaan daw ang kanyang kamay, but well, that's not gonna change. So, balik na sa depensa. May foul. Foul nga ba? O tap out lang ni Nico Ilorde? Just a tap out.
Good effort lang para kay Nico. Nico. Di ba?
Nico.
Nico.
Oh, Nico. Simon against Gray. Let's see if the veteran can do something. Had to go out to Milton. 3 to shoot. Justin's got to put it up. Barely grazed the rim. The tap from Milton to Bronjal. Milton, siya na nga yung tumira from atop the three-point net. The energy he's shown in the past couple of plays to get from point A to point B. Amazing.
Oh yes, tama yun. At bibihira yung ganung mga player. Yung alam na alam kung saan pupunta yung bola. Pagkatapos tumira from the outside, mahahabol pa nila. Yung isa dyan, si Arwin Santos. Master ni Arwin dyan. Di ba? Yung offensive rebound off a shot from the 3.
That's right. He does that really well. Reese, what do you have for us?
Charlie, players of Magnolia Hotshots United and offering this game to Coach Johnny Abariento's family. Coach Johnny's here with us, but he has a very heavy heart. His mother passed away last Saturday. Ongoing yung wake at ang libing daw ay sa Biyernes. Ang sabi ng team captain, si Mark Pingris, ang sabi niya, he doesn't even have to be here. Pero yung presence si Coach Johnny, yung sakripisyo, yung dedication, at talaga yung pagmamahal sa team is very evident in this game. Charlie.
Well, thanks, Reese. Ang kiramay kami sa pamilya ni Johnny Abarientos for the loss of his mom. And what a trooper he's here, no?
What a pro.
Also helps him out then to relax a little.
Oh yes.
But how can you relax when they were down by 20? Now it's down to 8. And now it could even get lower than that, forcing the Taha miss. Here come the hot shots. Halalon goes over to Ping. Melton hinihingi sa kabila, hindi na ibigay. Halalon, baseline drive, bounces to Bronjal. On the way up, he's clipped once again, and he'll take free throws. And Pringle not happy at all with what's going on.
Foul on number 0, Yusuf Taha. That's his first foul. 5 on the
And of course, as far as he is concerned, pinagtrabahuhan nila yung 20 puntos sa kalamangan eh. Tapos ang umupo siya, nawala ng ganun-ganun lang. And now, the momentum has shifted. Narito na sa Magnolia ang kalamangan ng, kumbaga, yung momentum na tinatawag natin.
Okay, dribblers, tama sagot sa ating pangalawang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question ay number 2, Stanley Pringle. Siya nag-birthday kahapon, March 5. So, belated happy birthday to Stan the Man. Rodney Bronjal, he has provided a spark. Yung mula nang pumasok siya, may mga tip siya, medyo nakaka-basket ng konti, di lang pumasok yung pangalawang free throw on that stint. And Melton almost got it. Oh, they get it. They got it back. Ay, na naman si Justin Melton, ang gugulo na naman.
Oo. Ilang beses na siyang kasali dun sa peperwisyo ng opensa ng Globalport.
Grabe na yan, ha? Harassment na yan. Pwede nang arestuhin niya.
Yes.
Simon. Walang mapuntahan. Finally, Halalon came to take it. Dahil pang oras sa saklat, tumira si Gio anyway. Short. Elorde. Gio wanted it back. Elorde gives it up to Pringle. Pringle lost it. Tumama na naman sa kanya. Second time that has happened. The guards are pesky in this second period. Itong mga hotshots, little guys.
And just 2 minute turnovers for Globalport. A total of 6 for them and only 1 for Magnolia. The pesky defender, Salalon, what we call a one-man pressing machine, forcing a lot of TOs here and enabling them to really cut the deficit down to just 7. Now down to 5.
Rodney Brunjal hesitated and everyone was shaking their heads. Parang tira mo na yung mga hotshots. Eh, pinasok pa rin.
And
Okay
usually
naman.
when players hesitate, nagmimintis ng tira eh. Pero ito na naman, trying to spread that double teaming scheme of Magnolia. Unfortunately, another turnover, make it 7 right now in the second quarter alone.
This is a play a while ago. Hesitation. Biglang tumira. Swak naman ang tira. Paymaya play. Atid sa atin ng Paymaya. Official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app. And Stanley Pringle, what a contrasting second period. It's not, it's not that he's playing bad. It's just that the defense has really turned up para dito sa Magnolia Hotshots na haras si Stanley Pringle.
And of course, when your opponent scores 13 points in the first quarter, you have to have a special defense. And that is the kind of defense that Magnolia has done here in the second quarter. And as a result, 3 puntos pa lang si Stan dito sa quarter na to.
Pero offensive foul tinawag kontra kay Ian Sangalang on that moving screen. Elorde, tinawag ang play number 4, sabi niya. Nico against BJ. Baseline drive. Nasaraduan siya ng pinto pero nahanap niya si Pringle who almost got that shot, rolled out. Justin Melton. Nothing on the 3 and on the rebound play. Somebody was holding on. Nagbakbakan yung dalawang tiga-baste. And Bradwin is called for a personal penalty.
It's not good, yes. So 2 free throws will be given to Ian. Medyo slow rin itong ball game ni Ian. Only 2 points all scored in the first quarter. Pero grabe yung fight back nitong Magnolia, no? Ganun po. Grabe yung tirang yun.
That's an airball from Ian Sangalang. Entire Coliseum, entire arena reacted. Parang nagulat lahat na bumitin yun eh. Parang, uy.
Ano nangyari? Gumalaw ba yung goal?
Anyari.
Anyari.
Well, he's not a high percentage free throw shooter, pero hindi naman ganyan.
Hindi naman airball.
Oo. 1 out of 2 para sa kanya. Lead is down to just 4. Approaching the last 3 minutes ng ating second period. Kerry Nabong. Back to Nico. Elorde has made himself into a serviceable backup.
Oh, yes.
Stanley slips once again. Trying to call a timeout. And a foul will be called on Mark Barroca. And si Chito Victorero kailangan awatin once again sapagkat yun nga, may technical na siya kanina. He would have rather na grinat na lang siguro yung timeout.
Oo, kaysa nawala pa, no?
Kaysa na tawagan pa ng foul si Barroca.
Dumulas na naman. Tingnan natin, ano ba mangyayari?
Si Senyas timeout, sabi niya. Biglang pinituhan si Barroca.
Uy, tama. Dapat binigay na yung timeout.
Pinasok yung isang rookie. Kanina naglaro si Gabayni. Tapos si Julian Sargent, napapasok lang. Si Sargent started their first few games dito sa conference na ito, no? But now he comes off the bench.
Oh yes, pero ito rin, maganda rin ang value nito eh because his tall, tapos quick enough to guard guys like Paul Lee.
Pringle didiskarte, nakita si Elorde. Stress niya, masyado malakas. Sa rebound, Paul Lee ang kumuha niya. Dumatakbo na naman si Paul. Sargent, bumped him out of the way. Had to bring it back out. Melton to Rome. Si Rome, maganda rin na Rome, but he walks with the ball. Lost his footing.
Oh, just great scouting report there. And the one-on-one defense done by Stan Pringle. Okay naman sila. Nakaka-stop sila, pero yung offense nila yung naging problematic. In the first quarter, they scored 26 points, but so far only 10 points. And they allowed Magnolia to score 20 also. So 20-10 run here. And as a result, ito na nga, 4 na lang kanilang pinoprotektahan. 20 kanina yan, ha?
That's right. Dalawang beses umakat sa 20 yan. But with 2:22 remaining at kunyari ganito pa rin ang score at the end of this first half. 4-point lead, Globalport. You're happy if you're Coach Tito Victorero na kahit pa paano, maliit na lang yan. Here's a tunay na lakas move na hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo. Ang 13 pesos mo. Ganda ng pag-iwas talaga sa defender. Paulie has that talent. And, you know, kids, left hand, or
Pwede,
off hand.
oo.
Use your off hand. Diba? Practice niyo yan. Riza?
Charlie, Magnolia finished the eliminations number 2. Pinakamataas nilang seeding yan after the Tim Cone era. Ang sabi ng players, isa sa mga significant factors ay yung lahat sila healthy, walang mga injuries. Ang nagbago, earlier daw this conference, they actually hired a strength and conditioning coach. That's Coach Eman Papa. You'll see him by the end of the bench. Pero syempre, nandun pa rin naman yung kanilang mga PTs, sina Coach Nick and Coach RC, and of course their doctor. But daw yung naging pagbabago is, meron nang nakatutok talaga sa strength and conditioning. Meron din naman sa mga injuries. Again, these gentlemen all working hand in hand for the players of Magnolia. Charlie.
Well, that, and of course, you know, just finding the chemistry amongst themselves, diba? On the court, itong Magnolia Hotshots. You can see, ganda ng laro talaga nila sa conference to compare to past conferences. Although last year, you said it, nag-semi sila 3 straight.
And ang pinakamaganda pa rito is there was a time itong si Paulie na-injure. Matagal din hindi nakalaro.
Right.
Pero nag-step up yung ibang mga players. Umakyat ng kumpiyansa. Melton, of course. Halalon, of course. Ganun kalalim kasi itong rotation ni Coach Tito Victorero dun sa kanyang mga gwardiya.
Julian Sargent hit a 3. Lead is back up to 7. Anong isasagot ng mga to? Supalpal kay Rom De La Rosa. Fingers keeps it alive. 6 to shoot. Melton goes out to Paulie. Ang layo ng 3. Offline yon sa rebound. Pringle gets it. If you're Magnolia, you want to guard against a big run from Globalport bago matapos ang half. Nabong wants 3 as well. And the lead is back up to 10 that easily. Ang bilis nun, partner.
Well, what is big is every time they make stops, they push the ball. Itong Magnolia is not quick enough to defend them in transition.
First basket ni Kelly Nabong yun.
Oo. So ito, back-to-back threes here. Ay, hindi. Nakatapak ba? O 3 rin ang binigay. Okay, tingnan natin. Ayan, sigurado tayo. 3
So yun,
points
3 yun.
yan.
Medyo 1 foot yung distance niya sa linya. But yung kay Sargent, and in fact, I did see Jason Webb and Tito Victorero sumisenya sa mga table officials.
Correctable naman yan eh. After every break.
Strong
Pwede lang
na po,
correct.
very strong talaga yan. Grabe yung averages. 13.5 points, nakaka-3. 1.5 3-pointers, made 11.2 rebounds. May mga block shots pa.
Oh yes, 11.2 rebounds. Good for number 4 in the league. This is his best conference so far. Way back in 2016 in the all-Filipino Cup, he was only averaging 6 points per ball game and 5.1 rebounds. The following year, 2017, it was down to 3.3 points per game. There was really no problem in terms of his ability to score and rebounds. The question really is, kaya ba niyang i-contain yung sarili niya, especially yung kanyang emotional outbursts?
That's right. Because it has gotten the better of him several times. The good defense from Nikeli Nabong. Ball is on the floor. Paulie picks it up. Go for Stanga lang. Finger roll, Mintis! What a sorry miss para kay Stanga lang. Tapos Pringle comes back with a 3. That's what I was saying a while ago, Coach Ryan. You don't want to let Global get into a big run bago matapos ang first half. Well, that's 3 straight 3-pointers. 13 na ulit ang lamang.
And finishing this quarter very strong. They did not do a good job in Globalport finishing the first quarter, but so far so good for them. The stops. And they are running once again. Ito talaga yung kanilang formula. Kaya nalalamangan nila yung kanilang kalaban. That's a tough shot. But let's see if they can take it back. And they
They
did.
do. Now kay Pringle, who was basket hanging. Now to Ginto, he misses inside. Pingris tracks it down. Up ahead to Melton. 18 seconds to go. There's a foul. Paulino. Ano ba, tinigil lang?
Hindi, ito injury na naman niya. He's
tinigil lang.
clutching on his left ankle once again. And I'm not certain kung injurin yung kanyang ankle na na-injure in the early part of the elimination round. Remember, he suffered from a high sprain.
We're checking on him right now. Even Coach Tito Victorero andyan. Because obviously, much concern. Trailing by double digits.
And I see, of course, the beloved governor of Magnolia Hotshots, Governor Rene Pardo, really concerned dito sa kanyang top point guard.
I'm not really sure what happened. Happened out of frame. Diyan ba? Meron
Yeah,
ba?
meron dito yan madadali. Ayun.
Ayun, meron nga.
Of course, inadvertently natapakan niya yung paa ni
Nico, no?
Nico Elorde. But hopefully, papagpagin niya lang yan. Alam mo, nung araw, sanay naman to si Polly, batang tundo, na pag madali ka ng mga ganyan, yung bang, kumuha ka ng bote. Di ba? I-roll mo ba
diba?
mo? Ganun
Di ba? Tama yun. Coke pa eh. Coke. Di ba? Coke. May ano eh, sabi pa kung ano. Ito si Paulie, well, you know, a lot of the players now, unlike back then, ang dami nang hindi naka-high tops, and not really sure there's science behind that, pero a lot of players now opting to just use regular sneakers. Kasi naka-tape naman eh.
Tama,
Diba?
yes.
Okay, so 14 seconds to go. And terrible past minute and a half para sa Magnolia because they allowed the lead to balloon once again. And right now, Sangalang lost it, but may reach in. Elorde will get called para sa foul na yan. Since penalty, babalik sa linya si Ian Sangalang.
It wasn't a good foul dahil again, penalty situation na sila at parang walang mapupuntahan si Ian Sangalang dun eh. But ito na nga. But earlier, Sangalang was only 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Only 3 points so far for the big man. And of course, we can't forget that air ball that he shot. But now, medyo na-calibrate niya na ng gusto. Suwak na, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Only 3.5 seconds remaining. Lead was 20 on a couple of occasions. Naibaba ng 4. Pero ngayon, 11 ang lamang, and Magnolia try to stop them from scoring bago matapos itong first half. Nico Elorde traveled. And only 4/10 of a second remaining. Pwedeng kumatch and shoot dito. Yan ang minimum na pwede para doon. So they have to go quickly.
Tangan nila si Derek Fisher dito.
Yun na nga, yun. Sobra yung bumuelo pa eh. Nothing there. Globalport, solid first quarter. Allow them to go up by 20 points. Kaya naman, hanggang ngayon, sila pa rin ang lamang. 11-point lead as they enter the locker rooms. Physical ball game so far. Medyo lots of emotion. Siyempre, playoffs na ito. Quarterfinal matchup. At pag natalo ang Globalport, bakasyon na rin sila katulad ng TNT. Itong Magnolia naman, gustong-gusto makapasok na sa semis. Magpahinga na muna. Waiting for their next opponent. Score natin at halftime, 45-34. 11 points ang lamang ng mga batang Pierre kontra sa pambansang manok. And that was actually a 20-point lead earlier in that first half. But Star Hotshots fought back, brought it down to 4, but faltered pagtapos nung second quarter.
And because of Stan Pringle. And we take a look at the halftime stats here. Grabe itong offensive juggernaut ng Globalport. 53% from the 3, 50% from the 2. Not enough free throws because he really did not go to the free throw line. But look at the fast break points. 12 fast break points for them and only 3 for Magnolia. But pretty much the same problem for Magnolia. Only 13% from the 3-point range. At hindi nila ma-stop yung fast break opportunities at a lot of chances really for Globalport to quicken the tempo. And Stan Pringle, 19 points. 13 in the first quarter, simply unstoppable in the first 2 quarters. Jonathan Gray, 7 points, all scored in the first. Elorde, Terence Romeo, both with 4 points. Paulie, top scoring for the Hotshots with 8 points. But kailangan magtrabaho tong Magnolia na to dahil natatabunan sila pati sa points off the turnovers. Big difference here, 15 for Globalport and only 6 for Magnolia.
So stats-wise talagang liamado ang mga batang Pierre nung first half. If you look at the Star Hotshots, you might even say, considering the disparity in shooting percentage and the attempts and all those other statistics na binanggit mo, buti na lang 11 points lang ang hahabulin o susubukan nilang habulin.
Tama yun. And kanina akala natin matatabunan na sila ng husto. Pero buti na lang after only scoring 12 points in the first, medyo nag-explode sila to 22. But again, I'm keeping track on the player efficiency rating, specifically right now of Stan Pringle. Why is he frustrated? Every time he steps outside, takes a little breather, nakakabalik yung kanilang kalaban because every time he is inside, he is plus 24. Ang taas nun.
That's right. And he's in there right now. This third quarter is brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka kasama ni Pitaha, Sargent, Nabong, and Romeo. Nakabantay Aldrich Ramos, Pingris, Paul Lee, Baroka, and Melton. So 3 small na naman si Coach Chito to start the second half. Good to see Paul Lee already playing because he had that slight sprain bago natapos ang first half. And siyempre yung concern level napakataas dahil ilang beses na nangyari yan.
Oh, yes, and the way he was clutching on his left ankle earlier, akala natin, naku, mapapalitan na naman siya, pero pinagpag niya lang at nakabalik na nga dito sa ating laro.
Wrestling sa bola ang nangyayari. Yusuf Taha and Mark Pingris. And Taha lost it.
I want to see that slow-mo again.
Oo nga eh.
Because the way Yusuf Taha is really arguing that fall. Unang-una, hindi ito yun eh. Ito yung medyo, ito medyo comedy to. Kasi nagkabungguan eh. Ito yung sinasabi natin. Tingnan natin kasi dalawang blue shirts ang umaagaw sa kanya at nag-i-expect siya ng isang foul.
Tumama nga sa ano na.
Pero sa kanya talaga last shot. So last shot yung sa kanya, pero ang sinasabi niya, na-foul muna siya. Oo.
Na-foul na ako ng ilang beses. Yun sinasabi niya.
Napakaraming tapik sa kanya. Akala mo may lamok yung kanya mga braso.
Well, Aldrich missed the jumper a while ago. Ngayon, he takes it a bit closer. Hook shot niya, no go. Not really his game. Save. Goes to Romeo. Goes out of bounds. Ball will stay with Globalport. That's here from Riza Diaz.
Charlie, from assistant coach Johnny Abarientos, hindi nakabuti yung mindset daw nila coming into this game na meron nga sila syempreng twice to win or twice to beat disadvantage on their end. Ang sabi niya, masyado kami nag-chill, and when they of course got the aggressiveness na hindi nila inasahan from Globalport batang pair, narattle sila. In the third and fourth quarter, what they want is for them to restart. Start strong in this quarter by doing what they do best, and that's playing very good defense. Charlie.
Well, they need to hunker down definitely, trying to catch up and make headway dito sa third period para dikit na sa fourth. But, you know, there's a tendency na mangyari yan, Coach Rai. You've been in that situation before. San Miguel earlier, no? Nahirapan sa TNT. Sa dulo na lang nakapull away itong San Miguel Beermen. Because the team that's fighting for its life will obviously claw and scratch and kick and do everything it can. And that's exactly what happened in the first quarter for Globalport.
Oh yes, and they know that this is their last chance to make it to the next level or live for another day. Dahil kung hindi nila maipanalo itong laban na to, they're out. And that is the consequence for being number 8 and number 7. You have to beat your opponent, which ended at number 1 and number 2 2 times to make it to the semis.
Melton goes to Paul Lee. 6 seconds na lang sa kanilang shot clock. Ang ganda na naman ang depensa ng Globalport. Anong magagawa ni Paul Lee? A second to shoot. Puts it up. Nothing there. Easy rebound for the Batang Pierre. Wala pang may score dito sa period. Almost 2 minutes gone by. Nabong shot twice kasi nagbintis a while ago. Sargent. That's a miss. Ready na mag-celebrate yung bench, but for not. Baroka, Romeo ang bakbakan. Dalawang tama raw. Pumunta pa sa isang nag-FPU din. Ito si Mark Pingris. Gets a layup.
Abang-abang lang si Mark Pingris yun sa elbow. Can you imagine? Parang nagkabaliktaran doon. It was Baroka who was trying to push his man down. Tapos may help na big man. At doon, nakapulot ng isang magandang punto si Mark.
Lead is back down to single digits. 9 yan. Terence Romeo. Fading. Supal-pal kay Baroka. But the ball is still with them. He'll take it again. And make it. Can't give him a second chance.
Tama yan ni Baroka after blocking that shot of Terence Romeo. Tumakbo na si Baroka eh. Gusto na mag-fast break eh. Hindi pwede.
Nakausap ka ni Terence. Ano sinasabi sa'yo, ha? May usapan kayo, ha? Mark Baroka. Mark Pingris rather against Taha. The hook shot is up and in. 2 in a row.
Specialty ni Mark Pingris. Mag-aabang-abang. To draw yung defense sa kanya. If it's just one-on-one, eh, mag-floater hook shot yan.
Nabong. Tumatake, nawala sa kanyang bola, gets it back. Pingris harassing him. These two, remember a few years ago, they went at it back in the Cuneta Astrodome. Di ba? Nabong at Pingris, muntik na yan dati.
Tingnan, ito na naman si Nabong. Meron tayong Nabong watch eh. Tingnan natin.
And there's, you know, Look at that. Oh. Parang ano eh, tatay na tatay yung dating ni Coach Pido. Come on, Iho. Relax ng Iho.
Relax lang.
Diba?
Mapapahamak na naman tayo dyan sa pinaggagawa mo.
Easy. Kalma.
Ayan, okay naman. Ayan, napangiti na
Sabay
ayos.
smile na. Ayos na ayos. Smile muna lahat. Papalamig muna. Time out na tinawag. Globalport Batang Pier. Grabe yung mga pangyayari. Yan, on the floor. And he was caught in a bind. Kaya naman yun, naiinis na siya. Halos hinubot na siya. Sinubot na si 91. Tatanggalin na niya. Pero kalmado na siya. And hopefully
Okay,
pagbalik.
yun ang importante dyan. Ayan, tumatawag pa siya ng timeout. Tagal tumawag ng referee. Ang daming nakikialam. Ayun, at pahinga nga. Yun ang kinakailangan naman natin.
Babalik po ang PBA dito sa ESPN 5 a while ago. Mark Pingris actually has 2 baskets already here in the third. This is a nice finger roll. Paymaya play. Hatid sa atin ng Paymaya, the official payment partner of the PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. Nabong desperation 3, no goal. They only had a couple of seconds remaining on their shot clock. Pagkakataon para sa Hotshots. Makalapit. Justin Melton, who started the game with a basket. Goes to Baroka. Siya naman ang susubok. Soft double from Taha. Melton to the basket, to the corner. Brondial, not the guy you'd want taking it from way out there. Taha picks it up, goes to Pringle. He's on the run. Pringle, di diskarte. Hesitation. Hook, bitin. Bakbakan sa rebound. Sinong kukuha niyan? Paul Lee. Naghanap ng sumasabay sa kanya. Sees Melton at the corner. Takes the 3 up to Baroka. Baroka didn't know whether to drive or pass to Pingris, but he got hit by Pringle. That's a foul on Stan.
Swerte to si Baroka dahil nabitawan na yung bola. At dumikit siya doon kay Pringle. Pero natawagan si Pringle. So good break there for Magnolia. They're still down by 8 points. Oh, by 9 points rather, but definitely better than the 20 na hinahabol nila kanina.
Okay, dribblers, ang ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball best player of the game ay si Michelle Lumbanya. Congrats, Michelle.
Galing ni Michelle, ang hirap ng tanong ah.
Oo nga.
Diba?
Oo nga, birthday, diba?
Oo.
Aldrich. He's always at or around, diba? Halos palaging nandun siya eh. But hindi lang pumapasok. Nakaisa siya kanina. Pringle hits the deck. No call. Sargent naman nasusubok. And he gets that drive. Natulak siya ng kanyang kakampi. Baroka nagmamadali. Melton fakes that. Goes into the lane. Hooks it with his left. Forced shot. Baroka gets it back. Baroka goes in against Romeo. Aerial skirmish between the two former FEU players. Stanley Pringle. Binigay kay Terrence. Offensive foul against Stan.
You know that call, there's a very thin line really, and the referees have to see it properly, because sometimes the tendency of the defensive team is just to ram into that screener at medyo magpa-flop yan. Pero ito, good effort here for Baroka and finishing off in style.
That's a drive brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., biggest auction company in the Philippines. It's ISO certified. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida.
Pero bakit nga naman hindi, di ba? Kung umarte ka na bahagya, pinili ng referee yun,
I'm sure.
forced turnover, edi advantage sa'yo.
Mission
Kasama sa
accomplished
game.
yun. That's right. Paul Lee. Ganda ng depensa ni Aranya. Nag-abot naman yan sa rain or shine, no? Aranya
Oo,
and Paul Lee.
nagkakampihan.
Oo,
Yes.
Win a championship if not mistaken. Although rookie si Paul Lee noon, he didn't play in the finals dahil na-injure yung kanyang balikat. Pero magkakampi sila.
Magkakampi, yes.
Lee to Ping. Ping against Bradwin. Oh, milalim sa depensa. Ang ganda naman ang galaw ni Mark Pingris.
A fantastic move for Mark Pingris. Up and under move. Definitely natutunan yan kay Boss Cap Alvin Patrimonio.
Ayan.
Di ba?
Why not, di ba? Ilang beses nag-MVP yun?
4 yun.
Oh, di ba? Stanley Pringle gets the putback. And you know, the thing that's happening right now is Magnolia is trading baskets with Globalport.
Hindi pwede yan. Dahil kung ganon, dahil down sila, gusto ng Globalport. But umaatake na rin itong Magnolia. Kanina, they were so deliberate in their points of attack. Kaya nahirapan din silang umiscore. But look at this move of Mark Pingris. Wow.
Sabay ilalim. Smart move yan. Natin sa atin ng smart. Be there like never before.
That was just a great counter move of Mark Pingris because usually when he drops that left shoulder, he will just go for his jump hook. Pero maganda yung pagdiin niya. It was a clear up and under move that eluded the defense ng Globalport.
Coach, makibalita tayo ulit kay Riza.
Charlie, update lang natin. Wala pa rin si Sean Anthony at nasa loob pa rin ng dugout. Sinilip ko siya doon at ang sabi niya talagang namagana yung kanyang ankle at mas sumakit. He can only do much. Ang sabi ng kanilang PT, very doubtful kung makakabalik pa siya. Babalik siguro mamaya, uupo na lang sa bench. What they're trying to do now is to think of what they can actually do moving forward should there be another game after this. Charlie.
Thanks a lot, Riz. Well, laking bagay din yun. Ano? If they had Sean Anthony option at one of the forward spots, that would really help their cause.
Definitely. He's averaging close to 17 points per ball game and over 9 rebounds per game. Can shoot from the outside and he's just a pesky defender. Yun ang nawawala ngayon dito sa Globalport.
But they're doing just enough to stay ahead. Pringle, supalpal ni Ping. Lee up ahead to Melton. Daming mga nakaputi. Iniwan para kay Paul. Binapit ng konti. Elbow J for Paul.
Now first 2 points here in the third quarter for Paul, but a total of 10 points already and they're only down by 5. Ito na naman yung ratsyada ng Magnolia.
Romeo didiskarte. Left is for Gapaini. Too strong on the layup.
Ay, medyo masakit yun. Napakadaling tira yun at napakagandang setup job ni Terence.
Saka itong buong conference, si Gabaini usually makes that shot. Tapos isasagot sa'yo. Tira mula sa kanto, Aldrich Ramos. That's definitely a 4-point swing instead of a 7-point lead. It's down to 3. 30 tinawag ng G-Port. Tingnan muna natin itong play na ito. Paymaya play na naman yan. Hatid sa atin ng Paymaya, ang official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app. Stepping in. So long 2 lang talaga yun. But still, now it's the lowest it has been since early in the game. Kasi kanina bumaba ng 4 nung first half, umakyat uli ng 20. Now it's down to 3. Single possession ito. Mighty Mark Baroka. Mark Andy Baroka. Coffee Prince ang tawag sa kanya dati.
Ano na siya?
Hindi ko alam. Hindi mo pwede Chicken Prince. Hindi mo pwede ganun
yun.
Diba?
Ang ganda rin ng ginagawa talaga ito. All around the effect, really 3.8 rebounds per ball game, more than 10 points per game, at least 1 3-pointer per ball game. And right now, the different thing that he's trying to do is he's trying to post up Terence Romeo and trying to force a help side defense or even a double teaming scheme to free up his teammates. And it's been a very effective offensive set for Magnolia. Aside from that, they're also pushing the ball right now and forcing a lot of turnovers. The turnovers is really the trademark of Magnolia defense.
Ano yung sasagot ng Globalport coming out of the timeout? Romeo, out to Nabong. Balik kay Terence, tumira ng 3. Masyado malakas, Melton the rebound. Melton has been playing fine basketball in this game.
Pati depensa niya, no? Depensa niya. Hirap na hirap rin makashoot yung kalaban.
Pingris keeps it alive. Daming kalaban. Nilabas kay Baroka, kick to the corner. Aldrich Ramos. 7 to shoot. What are they gonna do? It's with Baroka. He'll try to take on Terence Romeo. Gets it to go. No, gets a foul rather. Hindi pumasok yung tira. Kumapit ba sa ring o sa net na yun? Parang sa humila. Justin Melton yata yun.
Tama.
Flying out of nowhere. Naman natin grabe umangat si Justin Melton.
Very interesting because entering this ball game, we've talked about itong Globalport being the best rebounding team, averaging close to 62 rebounds per ball game, and only 7th itong Magnolia in that same department with only 51 rebounds per game. But in the first 2 quarters, itong Magnolia out-rebounded Globalport to the tune of 31 rebounds, so only 20. So yung rebound niya ni Mark Pingris nagpapakita na talagang tinatrabaho nila. Keep the ball alive, and this is another opportunity for them to score. Oh, but forced turnover.
Halalon thought matatawagan ng foul yung nakatulak sa kanya. But the referee emphatically said, tumapak ka sa labas.
At saka ito, umaangal si Mark Pingris. Pinipigilan siya ng kanyang mga kakampi at sinasabi rito ng kanyang mga kakampi, yan, tinutulak na siya. Sa barangay ka na magpariwanag, Mark. Obvious na naitawag na yung... Ayan,
Oh, yun.
masakit. Bakit nagagalit si Mark? Alam mo, yung momentum eh. Di ba? So may konting bahagyang tulak, pero yung momentum talaga ni... sino ba yung nandun nag-stepping? But one of the guards, di ba? Kaya natawagan ng sideline out of bounds play.
Hey, naawat na siya ni Rene Pardo. Mr. Pardo is working overtime.
Let's take a look at this once again. So they tried to keep the ball alive. Of course, Mark Pingris kept that alive. They had a chance to, again, renew their shot clock. But because of that momentum, si Halalon, with his momentum and also a little nudge doon sa likod niya, nag-outside siya. Yun
That's
ang
right.
tinawagan ng referee. Doon nagalit si Mark.
That's right. Well, he's at the bench right now. And Terence Romeo gives his team a 4-point lead once again. 8 points na para kay Terence. Halalon. Aldrich. Pabandang tira. Mali ang angulo. Tries to get it back in Gabayni. Nandun para harangin siya. So matatawagan ang former Lyceum Pirate. Ay, hindi. Si Jonathan Gray pang natawagan. Hindi si Gabayni. So the Benilde Blazer, former Benilde Blazer natawagan. Well, Aldrich has given them some sort of scoring punch several times. He's a Paymaya play a while ago brought to us by Paymaya, official payment partner of the PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app.
It was fantastic in actual play. Pero grabe na pagdating doon sa slow-mo, kitang-kita natin it was actually going sideways and yet he was still able to make that shot.
Shoulders lang kailangan nakasquare sa kanya, no?
Oo.
Well, the really great scorers, they find ways. Na kay Romeo na naman. Pa-dribble, di diskarte, fade. Nothing there, rebound play, who's gonna get it? Bradwin Ginto picks it up. And Ramos is called for a loose ball foul. Just a single basket separating these two teams in this quarterfinal matchup. 53-51 ang ating score. 3:37 remaining, third period.
14 on the shot clock.
Yan na naman si Kulit, si G. Halalon. If it's not melting in your face, it's Halalon. When you play them together, grabe talaga. Bradwin team to put back, hindi pumasok. Napulot ni PJ Simon. Nakakayuko pa rin si PJ, no problem. But Ian Sanggalang lost it. They keep it alive. Baroka 3. Guess what? Lamang na ang Magnolia.
Oo. Kanina 20 ito hinahabol nila eh.
Come on, Globalport will try to fight back, but
Wait. There's something happening here with Globalport. Terence Romeo in a commotion with his head coach.
oh,
Wow, there's just drama
ano ba nangyari doon?
we're seeing right now.
Well, this has happened before in a Globalport huddle, but it was still Coach Franz Pumaret there with Stanley Pringle. We'll try to sort things out. Makikibalita tayo. Reese, bahala ka na. We'll be back. Iba talaga emosyon sa playoff round ng ating mga torneo. Nakatres si Baroka, ibinigay ang kalamangan sa kanyang koponan. Kung kaya naman, may non-stop cheer. Hatid sa atin ng Gulf Oil Power Track Motorcycle Oils. Makes your bike run like a super bike with highest power tension all the time. And then, emotion on the court as well, not just in the stands, Coach Ryan.
And this is coming from the same team. Terence Romeo, Coach Mido Herencio, both very emotional people. But of course, if you're team governor Eric Ariola, you want to really tell these two players na relax lang, we're still in the thick of things. We can still bounce back strong after losing that 20-point lead earlier in the first two quarters. Pero hindi nila kaya ma-achieve yun kung magkakaaway-away sila. So dapat dyan na reason must prevail.
nagka-confrontation kasi. Then it was on the television set before that timeout. Coach Pido and Terence Romeo were exchanging words, but during the huddle,
Na-pacify naman. Yes, pati ito si Terence. He will sit on the bench and probably try to cool himself down.
well, we see some smiles doon sa bench ngayon, but back in the game, Pringle, Melton ang nagbabantayan.
And it's always not a good sight, partner, to see you know, your coach and a player joining each other. Hindi talaga maganda matignan yun.
Or co-players for that matter as well, di ba? Yung mga
yes.
magkakampi na nag-aaway-aaway, nagkakasakalan pa nga, di ba? Few years ago, nagkasakalan pa
Pero mukhang
magkakampi.
makakabalik eh. Titignan natin, mukhang makakabalik, magpakaka-reprieve eh. Oo,
Ganun ba
yung import na yun. Dahil ang ganda naman ng kanyang discipline na pinapakita doon sa kanyang nilalaroan ngayon.
It remains to be seen, but right now, it's a 1-point lead para sa Magnolia. Hotshots, who came back from 20 points down. Globalport trying to keep its tournament alive. PJ Simon! Nakisali na rin. Jonathan Gray!
This is what was lost in the early part of the third quarter. Yung kanilang run and gun, fast break attack, hindi pa ready yung defense ng Magnolia. Pero the problem right now is kumonekta na itong Magnolia from the outside. There were only 50% in the first 2 quarters. At ngayon, nako, ibang klaseng offense na pinapakita nila.
Well, they've done that time and again throughout this conference. Itong Magnolia Hotshots, mga offensive barrage naman. And si Ian Sangalang, who had not been shooting well sa larong ito, nakapasok ng short set shot mula sa kaliwa. Mukhang may balita sa atin
Ayan,
si
gusto
Risa.
ko mapakinggan yan.
Excited ka, Coach Rice. Sige, Risa.
Yes.
Charlie, pinilit ko lang syempre alamin kung ano nga yung nangyari dun sa bench ng Globalport o Batang Pier. I asked Coach Bonitan, Assistant Coach, Team Manager Bonitan, kung ano nangyari. Parang apparently, meron daw naging misunderstanding. Akala yata ni Terence isa-sub siya, something like that. Regardless, meron nga naging misunderstanding between Coach Pido Horencio and Terence Romeo. It wasn't a very pretty sight. Inaamin nila yon. But at the end of that huddle, they all agreed if they want to make things work here, they have to set that aside, be professional, and continue to play. Charlie.
Thanks, Reese. And well, kung yun ang naging problema, nangyari naman talaga. Nakaupo si Terence ngayon, no, to cool himself down.
And then what is important really for these members of the team is, you know, in a highly charged game like this, wherein they're fighting for survival, there will be times wherein you're going to have a lot of misunderstandings. But in order to strengthen your team, you should have a reconciling spirit. Yun ang pinaka-importanting factor ngayon. Meron itong si Coach Pido and Terence Romeo para makabalik sila dito sa laban ngayon.
They kept it alive once again. Magnolia Hotshots getting an offensive rebound. Well, a steal actually after Globalport had rebounded it already. Sanggalang, mas malayo ng konti. Pareho pa rin ang resulta.
This guy just really exploding here in the second quarter all the way to the third quarter after only getting 2 points in the first.
Pringle, sumide-step. Tapos nilipat sa kanan. Grabe gumalaw ito si Stanley Pringle. That was just a pretty movie. Sama na yun sa top 5 drives of the week.
Mahusay talaga eh. Diba? Alam mo, bago pumasok sa PBA ito si Pringle, ang description dito, may galaw ni Jason Castro, may 3-point shot ni Jason Castro at mas matangkad na mga 3 inches. At yun talaga yung nakikita natin.
Well, this time, may pader na nandun. Nabong Taha Wall. Blocks Ian Sanggalang. Pero ito yung galaw. Tunay na lakas move ito. Hatid sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo. Ang 13 pesos mo.
Usually when you scout this kind of a player, you remind your players, don't make him split that double team. At because of this ability to, yan, yon, good stop yon. Pero hindi nila nakompleto.
Air ball from 3. Supalpal, Rafi Rivas. Binura si Jonathan Gray.
Sumubok lang naman si Jonathan Grayton. Laki ng kalaban eh.
Substitution Mark Pingris for Rafi
Ito, kalmado na si Mark Pingris. Kanina natawagan ng technical yan, nakakaangal sa referee.
Tapos mga 5 umaawat pa sa kanya kanina.
Oo nga eh, akala mo talaga pwedeng best actor din tong player na to
Itong
eh.
player mo, ha?
Minsan, ngiti-ngiti naman pagkatapos.
Taha. Mintis. Bagsak si PJ Simon pero siya pa ang matatawagan ng loose ball foul. Itong mga bata mo, no?
At least alam natin na pagkatapos ng karera nila sa PBA, pwedeng best actor.
Ayan.
Di ba? May mapupuntahan.
Pingris, Simon. Yung isang... Bakit dalawa pa yun, ano? Si Kirby wala na. Si James nasa rain or shine. Mga kasamahan mo dati yung mga yun. For a few years. Pringle. Dangerously close to that mid-court line. Pero fix na tapik ni Melton. Okay lang. Naubusan na ng oras ang Globalport. Now it's Aranya coming on to the court. They got nothing to end that quarter. And Magnolia grabs the lead by 2. Move on or move out ang ating tinanong sa umpisa ng ating laro. Napaka-emotional na playoff game ito ang mga numero.
Well, the way Globalport started this ball game, akala natin pwede pa silang mag-move on. But nakabawi ng gusto itong Hotshots. Nakalapit sila sa 3-point shooting. They've been controlling the boards with a 10 rebound differential, even the steals. They became a lot more pesky with their defense, a lot of steals and a lot of interceptions. At yun, nakabalik na sila. At the start of the second half, they were still down by 11 points. So it's a huge 13-point turnaround. And the reason, their bench. 39 bench points for Magnolia and only 18 for Globalport.
What a boost binibigay ng mga bench players ni Coach Chito Victorero. Fourth quarter na po, hatid sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. First possession pa ng fourth. Magnolia Hotshots who are leading by a solitary basket. Halalon passes it back to Sangalang. He goes up. Puts it in! All sorts of contact there. No foul call. Pero 11 points na. Dumouble digits na. But there's a foul in the backcourt. Gio Halalon.
Number 6, Gio Halalon. That's his third foul on Magnolia shots.
Kalain mo nga naman, ang bilis nakabalik nito Magnolia. Akala natin, nung 26-6, magtutuloy-tuloy yung Globalport. Pero nasira yung kanilang momentum. Tapos in the third quarter, may misunderstanding pa. Si Pido, Coach Pido, tsaka si Terence Romeo. At the turnovers, ang laking bagay yan. At ngayon, completed turnover again. And Pringle is just a marked man in the second and all the way to the third quarter.
Talagang kinukulit siya whether it's Halalon or Melton. They've been tapping that ball away from him cleanly. Several times na nangyari. Jeric Teng. Down to 3 on the shot clock. Teng the fake, goes to Taha, balik kay Teng. Spin move, ubos ang oras ng Globalport.
Nowhere to go. Again, the vaunted defense of Magnolia making its presence felt once again. Globalport finding no answers to elude the defense. Hindi makahingi.
Oo.
Ang sikip eh.
Sikip talaga. Halalon to Sangalang. Top the 3-point line. Hindi siya threat mula riyan. Goes to Halalon. Romeo will be back in a while. Pingris against Taha. Taha used to be his teammate on that team. Elorde scrambling with Halalon. Bakbakan sa sahig ng Mall of Asia Arena. Teng nakisali na rin sa pile-up. Si Pingris binomonstra pa kung anong ginawa. Binabangga si Poli. Huwag naman, baka ma-injure pa si Poli. Kakabangga ni Pingris. And then Pingris smiles after he does that. And that's what you were talking about earlier. He's very playful manner nito si Mark Pingris.
Well, nung araw mainito ng ulo niyan, pero ngayon hindi na. Veterano na eh. Magagalit na sa kanya yung mga anak niya pag napikon siya.
Ayan. The jump. Halalon mistimed it, so nobody tapped it at its peak.
Mukhang okay na itong si Coach Pido at saka si Terence. Naglambingan na kanina bago pumasok ito si Terence. It was just a clear miscommunication as was reported to us by Riza.
I'm pretty sure, they're gonna talk about it and iron things out mamaya. Diba? Pero
Pagkatapos,
for now, laro muna.
pero tignan natin kasi baka
Basketball muna.
mag-ignite diba? Baka mag-ignite itong si Terence Romeo eh.
Nabong, sumide-step. Pretty move. Hindi lang niya na kompleto yung play na yun. Paul Lee on the left. Halalon cutting on the baseline, but Lee takes it anyway. Contact from Kelly.
Alam mo, ang daming gano'n naman ng yung pasok na, magmimintis pa itong Globalport sa second half. Gabay ni may nakita ako. Ngayon naman itong kay Kelly Nabong. He couldn't believe that he missed that shot.
And how fortunes change in the course of a basketball game, Coach Ryan. Lahat nalalaglag para sa Globalport noong first period. Medyo nag-even out in the middle 2 periods. And right now, things going Magnolia's way.
Masyado ng veterano itong Magnolia. Hindi na sila nagpapanik. And the experience that they were able to generate in the last season, of course, heartaches as well because they were not able to make it past the semifinal round. So ginamit nila yung ganong spirit to bounce back from an early 20-point disadvantage. And now, just the turnaround, no? 28-point turnaround. Down 20, now up 8.
Romeo using the Nabong screen. Romeo takes the shot, got hit from behind. He'll go to the line para for dalawang free throws.
Pushing down, number 6, Gio Halalon. That's his
Halalon called for his third personal, fourth rather.
Shooting 2 is
Romeo, 8 points pa lang sa laban na ito. Chance to break double digits if he nails both of these. Calmly sinks the first.
Inaantay talaga nitong management nitong Globalport na yung bang mag-mature na itong si Romeo and Pringle together with their new recruits, pero tinamaan naman sila ng malas dahil si Sean Anthony, who's an integral factor here in their team. First quarter pa lang na-spray na yung ankle, hindi na nakabalik sa laban natin.
And I'm sure he's really shattered, si Sean Anthony.
Oh, yes.
The competitor that he is, would want to be out there helping his team. Pass to Ping, nakalibre. Somebody missed the rotation. Yung screen yung Nabong, bagsak si Baroka.
Minsan kasi binabangga din talaga ng mga defenders. But
Hindi mo maurong si Nabong basta-basta.
bigat yan.
Halalon trying to go under the defense. Wanted to fish a foul mula kay Jonathan Gray, never came. Now it's with Romeo. Oh! Andres Ramos blocks him up there but keeps the possession. That's the Bill Russell way. Diba?
In fact, hindi pa rin niya nga nakita kung sa pupagsak yung bola. Alam nila, nablanka niya
Ping, susubukin ng depensa ni Nabong. Bumaseline spin, reverse bitin!
Sayang naman yun.
Naubos dun sa spin.
Sobrang ganda, hindi niya natapos
Gray in the open court once again. Iniwan para kay Gabayni and Gabayni gets hit by Ramos. Joseph will go to the line for 2 free throws. Only an 8-point lead for Magnolia. Globalport needs to make some plays here. Sila naman. There's a Paymaya play. Hatid sa atin ang Paymaya, ang official payment partner ng PBA. Kunin nyo, get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app. Riza?
Nico jammed his ring finger on his right hand on the ball. Masakit. Nanginginig siya nung kanina pinuntahan ko sa bench. As of the moment, they dipped that ring finger on a glass filled with ice. Si Nico gusto nang bumalik. Ang sabi niya, i-tape lang. Pero sabi ng PT, kailangan mo na nilang tignan. Charlie.
Well, thanks, Reese. Injury is really part of a player's life dito sa PBA and the way that they play. The guards, kasi ang kukulit na mga guardia ng Magnolia. Makipagsabayan si Nico yun. Napilay tuloy yung daliri. But Gabayni gives one back. Kanina si Sangga lang ang naka-airball sa free throw. Gabayni naman ngayon.
Grabe naman yung... Alam mo, there's something wrong with that goal
That
there.
side,
diba?
doon kanina si Sangga lang.
Sangga lang
8 minutes and 33 pa natitira rito. Baroka turns, loses the defender. Alam mo to si Mark Baroka talaga, when he's on, it's a joy to watch him.
Oh, yes. And ang maganda ito, look at the way itong si Pringle is being defended by Melton, itong si Baroka. Tingnan natin mamaya, the way they defend itong si Romeo. They're really staying low. They're trying to prevent the crossover. And since they're not really tall, they're low to the ground, nakaka-deflect parati sila doon sa mga crossover moves ng mga ginagwardyahan nila.
Pinag-aralan na rin talaga.
Oh.
Stan. Well, this guy, all out pa rin.
So ang ginawa ni Stan, hindi na siya nag-dribble dahil parati siya natatapikan. 3
Tinira
points na lang.
Oh, trip na lang
Wala nang sausaw.
Yung umakit na sa 10, dapat yun lamang na Magnolia. Now down to just 7. Si Ping umalis doon sa poste. So Baroka had to reset and recalibrate. But put it up in the lane. Dalawa na. na ganyan in this period for Mark Baroka. Pringle will attack. Forced shot on the part of Stan Pringle, and on the rebound play, it's going to be a Globalport foul. Pringle himself.
Oo, natawagan na si Pringle after he missed his shot. Dun sa offensive rebound, natawagan siya, pero itong ganda naman ng move na yan. No? Isa pa, oh. Tira ng isa, tira ng pangalawa, 4 straight points for Baroka.
Yung mga 100 na yan, pinapractice talaga ng hotshots yan eh. Baroka goes to Aldrich. Justin Melton, 7:08 remaining in the game. It's a 9-point lead. Too strong on the rebound is Pringle. Romeo in the lane, basket.
Push lang ng push, 12 puntos na si Terence Romeo, the second leading scorer here for Globalport behind the 28 of Stan the Man.
And the 3-guard lineup nitong Star Hotshots, Magnolia Hotshots rather, working well for them. Baroka, feeling it. Diba? Ramdam eh.
Rhythm na talaga eh. So anong gusto mong gawin pag ikaw Globalport? Trapin mo na. Make him a passer instead of a scorer. But 6 straight points for Baroka. And they're again back to a 9-point lead.
Goal! Then another screen. Pop out. Okay? This you, Kelly.
We mentioned earlier that Globalport sometimes struggles on the defensive end,
Oh
coach.
yes, 9th overall in points allowed, 10th in overall assists allowed, and turnovers 2nd overall. But the problem really in the 4th quarter is the way they're defending the pick and roll, especially against the small guys of Magnolia. Hotshots. Let's take a look at this slow-mo. Let's pause this for a while. Of course, Terence Romeo, the guy who's guarding itong si Halalon, was actually stuck here and nowhere to go. And as a result, look at the slip of Mark Pingris here. Supposed to be Nabong, should be the guy rotating. Did he do it? Unfortunately not. So if we roll this tape, you will see an easy basket for Mark Pingris. Problem with the communication and a lot of things to work on, especially on their rotation.
Kaya naman eh, bumuka na yung lamang nito ang Magnolia. It's up to 9. Was 10 earlier. Globalport naman ang naghahabol ngayon. Nico Elordo nakabalik na rin sa laro. Pringle swings to Terence. Ang layo niya, but he takes it anyway. Gets the front rim. Now he'll chase it down. Get the offensive rebound. Trying to balance. And he steps out of bounds. The ball will head the other way. And that's the way it's been. That's the way they've been calling it. Kanina kay Halalon, ganun din ang nangyari.
Momentum kasi, di ba? So, dahil dun sa kanyang momentum going dun sa sideline, eh, talagang lalagpas ka.
Elordi with a steal. Ang daming kalaban. Elordi will try to control it. And he's bumped by Sangalang. That's going to be a foul.
Oh, the first one, foul na yun kay Halalon. Hinila na yung kamay niya. Ba't namintis na ng mga referee yun? Pero itong pangalawa, hindi na lumusot.
It'll be on the side para sa Globalport. 5 minutes, 56 pa natitira. Napakarami pang oras. Siyam ang kanilang hinahabol. Basket here would help their cause tremendously. Romeo Di Discarte. In the lane.
Kita mo, natapi ka na naman. Ganun lang ang depensa. Stay low lang, active hands, just have to stay in front. Kung malusutan ka ng bahagya, patapik-tapik lang. But what is so obvious here, pag hawak na ni Terence Romeo yung bola, yung apat, nanonood na lang.
That's right. 6 seconds to shoot. Romeo to Nabong. Nabong back to Terence. He'll take the 3-corner. Too strong, and look who's guys for the rebound. You know the way Melton tsaka itong si Halalon eh, umaangat para sa mga rebound na yan. You wouldn't think they're like 5'8". Di ba? Parang yung mga talon nila, umaabot sila all the way up eh.
Kasi Melton, talagang high flyer yan eh. Di ba?
Dunker yan.
Dunker yan. Medyo nagpatawa lang yung isang all-star.
Oo, talaga. Baroka, heat check, is a miss. Brondial, doing what he does best. Sets up Melton, that's another miss. Sangga lang naman na ngayon, balik kay Melton. Hindi pa rin nila makuha. Pero kanila pa rin ang bola. Nico Elordi naman ngayon.
Delikado dyan. Delikado si Brondial yan. Lorde yan, ha?
Yun na nga. May
Lorde
pedigree yan.
yan.
May pedigree yan.
Dalawa sport niyan.
Left and right ang makuha niya dyan. Pero timeout is called. And really, the emotions are high. We're trying to keep it light here. But Globalport fighting for its life. They're down by 9.
Last scratch na po ng ating t-shirt toss. Souvenir shirts.
Mga batang tatangay. Pinag-uusapan itong dalawa to. Sino si Rico
Ito talaga,
J?
ito. Nag-umpisa na naman itong dalawang to. But look at the defense. Magnolia, Hotshots, only 66 points allowed, 38% from the field. Tapos even the fast break points, of course, 17 yan. But you have to remember, in the first quarter, Magnolia allowed 26 points. But second, third, and then the fourth, nauubos na. So, ang quarter scoring, pababa sa Globalport. At dahil yon sa depensa ng Magnolia, 26 in the first, 19 in the second for Global, and only 14 in the third.
Medyo diesel lang yung umpisa talaga nitong Magnolia kanina. Slow start. Corrected call. Earlier, the Senyas was Magnolia. Inayos naman yung tawag. Sabi, they're jeering him for correcting his call. Sabi siguro ng referee, next time, sige, di na. Hindi ko na i-correct yan.
Sige.
Di ba? Collision in the air. Elorde and Melton. Melton a while ago hit a 3.
Oo, bigat nung tinirang 3. Pero tama eh. Alam mo, nabanggit natin yung mga referee. Minsan nagkakamali, pero may mga correctable mistakes.
Elorde is hurt. Elorde is hurt. And
Grabe yung collision, ha?
sandali, ngipin ba yung nasa sahig? Hindi. I'm not sure, because I see something on the floor.
Oo, no?
I'm checking, ha? Okay ba si... Parang eh, oh. May puti sa sahig, eh, oh. Dun sa...
Pero masama talaga yung tama niya, eh.
Well, apparently not.
Natin naman yung collision na to, oh. Boom! So natawagan doon si Melton. Parang ano eh, parang nagsabong eh.
Yun, oh, pak. Aranya ang papasok para palitan si Nico Elorde. And Nico Elorde really getting his bruises and bumps sa laban na ito. Kanina yung daliri naman niya. Ngayon, sa bibig tinamaan.
I hope he's okay.
And Aranya misses the first free throw. He's the guy who was designated to take the free throws.
Yes. Masyadong malamig eh.
Tough situation rin para sa kanya. No? Papasok ka bigla.
Tapos free throw ka agad.
One out of two.
Warm up.
11 ang lamang ng Magnolia Hotshots. What a turnaround. You said it, earlier. First period, Globalport had 26 points. Since that time, 41.
Oo, masyadong konti.
Sangga lang. Malaki tinulong dito sa second half. But now he throws it away. Diretso kay Terence Romeo ang pasa. Terence, spin. Inside to Taha. Layup para kay Yusuf.
Malamang malayo pa to. With more than 4 minutes remaining. They're only down 9 points. But they have to make a lot of stops and score again on fast breaks. Dahil nahirapan silang umiscore eh. Doon sa half-court defense ng Hotshots.
Justin Melton, solid second half para sa kanya. He'll drive the lane, tearing it off the glass.
And the guards once again led by, of course, Mark Baroka, who has 16 points. What about Melton? It is not just points. And look at his defense, just getting a lot of deflections and all. The rhythm is just off, di ba? Nag-iba na ng rhythm. Ayun, pumasok si Calinabo. Ito, missing link. 13 points per game, but tonight, only 5 points.
That's right. So that was a sweet shot mula sa kanya. Siyam pa rin. And pinag-usapan na natin kanina, ulitin natin, palitan ng basket. Ang nangyayari, si Bronjal, tumira ng 3, offline, nabang the rebound, chance for Globalport to creep closer. Pringle playing off the ball, na kay Romeo. Romeo takes it. Can't get it to go with Justin Milton skying high once again para sa rebound. Ang taas talaga umangat. Itong si Justin Milton hasn't lost his springs.
Substitutions. Mark Fingers for Ian Sangalang. Referee Mr. Rodney Bradial, Julius Sargent for Mike Aranya. Gio Halamang for Justin Milton.
Riza, you have something for us?
Charlie, dinala na sa dugout si Nico Elorde. He was very frustrated. Yung bibig niya dumudugo. They're just not sure kung galing ba yun sa ngipin or galing sa gums. Pero wala namang natanggal na ngipin so far because the good news was he was actually wearing a mouth guard. Charlie.
Well, that's good.
Okay yun, tama yun.
Diba?
Buti may mouth guard.
That's right. Pingris back in the game. Played well in the third period. Baroka, ito yung maganda nilalaro dito sa fourth. Pingris goes baseline. Naubusan ng espasyo si Mark Pingris. Got himself in a tight situation.
Gusto niya namang ibasa. Pero wala pa yung complete possession. Nakakatawa talaga to si Pingris minsan.
Now Pringles, siya naman ang didiskarte. He finds Terence Romeo. And this time he knocks it down. That's just a long two para sa kanya.
But they still have a chance. They're only down by 7 points. And they're making the stops now.
You know, Stanley Pringle, he's really an unselfish player.
Oh, yes.
Diba talagang see someone in a better position, ibigay pa rin niya yan kahit pwedeng siya na tumira niyan. Napalap 2 minutes na po tayo. Atin sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos mo, Coach.
He's got 28 points already. And
31?
Make it 31 and they're down by 4. We have a ball game.
Well, there's no quit in these Batang Pierre. Nahirapan talaga sa score dito sa second half, but they're keeping it going. First Terence, now Stanley. Magnolia, 4 points na lang ang lamang.
I want you to go shallow.
Dive down the middle. Mercado using his son. Mercado lighting it up in this third frame. Barangay Nebra draws first blood, while Rain or Shine will fight for their tournament lives.
Ravena working some magic.
Wow, Keeper Davena making things happen. Nice slam from Abueva. Quarterfinals continue tomorrow. Back at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, 4:30 Ginebra, Rain or Shine, 7 p.m. Alaska and Lex. Ginebra and Lex could clinch tomorrow.
Oh, yes. And ano yan, best of 3 lang yan. So first to win 2 will make it to the semifinals. Of course, Barangay Ginebra winning against Rain or Shine. Hindi kinailangan ng 3 overtime. Di ba? At yung second game naman, Ravena, 25 points to lead his team against the Alaska Aces.
Ravena, the veteran of so much basketball. Diba? In all stages of his life, in different areas. But right now, Paul Lee, uses nasa kanya. Paul Lee will step away, let fly, and miss. Pingris tips it in! What a big play mula kay Mark!
And because Taha was forced to get Polly outside. So that means konti na lang yung big guys who can get the defensive rebound for Globalport. And look at the small guys swatting it from the behind and forcing this opportunity for Magnolia to score once again. Pero hindi pumasok.
Madali ang Magnolia sa play na yon. Terence Romeo now on the run. Left it for Sargent. Looked away. What a pass. Si Magic Johnson ba yun?
Oo nga, umihingi si Pringle sa kaliwa. He opted to give the pass to his right.
That was a great
Ganda
pass.
nun, ha?
Beautiful pass. Now down to 4 once again. Under a minute to go.
Si Worthy pa yung lumayap? James Worthy ba?
On the break. Swooping in. Ito si Ramos. Goes to Baroka. Baroka's kept them afloat in this game. Takes one from the side. In and out. Pringle another rebound. He's averaging almost 8 a game. Hesitation from Romeo. And he lost the leather. Ramos saves it from going out. What a sorry play. Globalport fans with hands on their heads. Here's that high sa tibay rebound a while ago from Pingris, brought to us by Eagle Cement. High sa tibay. Grabe yung mga individual brilliance. Look at that. Tumingin sa kaliwa, sa kanan, binagsak.
Oo,
May
pero
pasang ganyan si kay Billy Thompson on the
yung
break.
tama.
Magic,
Oo.
diba?
Pero ito, sayang naman, too fancy for his own good. Ay, sakit naman nun. Kasi
Aray.
apat ang lamang nun eh.
Oh.
Apat ang lamang with time down to like 33 seconds to go. So kung makatira siya ng early, ma-shoot, di ba? So down 2 na lang. Pero
Force a
wala nang
miss.
chance
Force
eh.
a miss.
Di ba? At saka tama ka eh. Very unselfish si Pringle. Pinasa early for Romeo to do his thing. Sayang.
Coach Bido ngayon.
Deny tayo, deny. First pass.
Adel na
Okay,
naman.
let's do this. We panel. Okay, like this.
28.9. There's still a lot of time in
Okay.
basketball. We do
When
always remember
when
the
they get the
16,
ball here,
the 16
boom, double.
seconds
Julian,
ng UTEX sa Toyota.
push the passer to get the
Diba,
ball here.
nahabol pa ng UTEX.
On this side.
Diba? 16 seconds lang yun, nahabol nila yung 4 points eh. So, ngayon, 28.9 pa. Lots of things still possible here. It's, what a fight being put up by these two teams. Globalport, you know, lower seed, way below number 7. Hotshots. Yun ang tanong eh. Tuloy-tuloy na ba sila sa semis? Let's see. Those questions will remain unanswered for a little more.
Well, so far, so good for them. They erased an early 20-point deficit. Now they're protecting a 4-point lead with the time down to 28.9. So expect a quick option to steal for Globalport. If not, a quick foul. At yun. And probably this is the customer that they wanted to shoot from the free throw
Sa
line.
lima, no? Na nasa
Diba?
loob. Correct.
Mark Pingres.
Well, only a second shaved off the clock doon sa play na yun. The quick foul mula sa Globalport, Batang Pierre.
%57% to eh. Oh, yan.
First one is out.
Maski anong body English eh, hindi tinulungan ng ring na higupin yung bola.
Pingris. Second free throw.
Ayan.
Nakuha
Sakto.
naman.
Tama, 50% eh.
30 seconds out.
Bounced 30 si Coach Bido. Usap muna sila ulit. Try to see what they can come up with, but not out of the woods itong Magnolia. Globalport have the offensive firepower. Oh, full time on pala ang tinawag. We'll hang on anyway. Try to listen in to Coach Bido. Hopefully we can listen, hear what he says.
Julian, take it out. Okay, take it out, Julian. Okay. Kelly, you're in the middle, ah. Yeah. Kelly, you're in the middle. Stanley, you're here. Teres, dito ka. Okay? This is Yusef. Yusef. Go corner. Go corner. Okay, go corner. Corner. Screen. Okay, screen for Terence. After the screen, you screen Yusef. If you screen, get it to him. Now, nothing happened. Kelly down screen. That's it, Stanley on the top.
Screen him here too, Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly, yeah. Stanley.
Well, they need to score here.
Oh, definitely. If they can go for a quick 2, okay lang yan. Konti matapasan yung oras. But if there's a wide open 3, pagkatapos mag-croquis si Coach Pido Horencio, di mas okay yun. Dami pang oras ang natitira rito. Hindi pa nakakasigurado itong Magnolia Hotshots.
Hotshots need to watch the screens kasi narinig nga natin kanina, series of screens ang gagawin. There's the flash mula kay Yusuf Taha. Hindi niya nakuha ang inbound. Terence comes out the corner. Inside to Taha. There's the layup, no go. Pero na-foul ni Rafi Ribis si Yusuf Taha and they're asking for a goaltend. Pero wala naman tawag kasi. Doon sa goaltend. Pwede reviewin niya.
Okay. Hindi ko rin napansin kung tinabig ba yung board eh.
Two
But
shots
that's the
for
thing about that.
Yusuf
You can't just ask for it. It's not like when they're stepping sa 3-point line na pwede mong iprotesta. Taha nagbuntis.
Kanina nabanggit mo how important it is for young players. Tingnan natin to. Ang ganda ng pasa ni Terence Romeo. Okay. Wala naman talaga. Hindi lang na-shoot ni Taha. Yung nabanggit mo kanina, yung mga players na dapat kung kanan ka, marunong ka tumira sa kaliwa and vice versa. But I guess the bigger thing that youngsters must work on really is their free throw shooting. Ano yun maraming mga players na binabaliwala yun. But we've seen teams win games or lose games from the free throw line or their inability really or make their free throw lines, especially in crunch time situations.
Another timeout right now. Magnolia naman pupunta ang bola. But Coach Chito trying to drop something.
Okay, Alvin, ikaw lang dito.
It's important na ma-inbound muna ng maayos ang bola.
Ball! O corner ka! Corner! Mark! Ping! Ikaw ito ngayon!
Well, yan yung ating 12 teams. Tapos may mga nawala. Push. Nawala.
Ayun, nawala,
Tapos,
nawala.
today, nadagdagan pa yung mga nawala.
Tingnan natin. Ayun, nawala
diba?
din.
So yung tanong dyan, si Stanley nasa dyan sa may kanan. Kasama mo ba sa picture mamaya yan? May X na rin
yun,
dyan?
kung hindi nila magawa ng paraan to, didelikado na rin sila dyan. Dahil 4 ang kanilang kailangan habulin, tapos panipis yung ating oras. Pero hindi nila naisip na magiging ganito pa yung sitwasyon. Lalo na nung lumamang sila ng 20 puntos early in the ball game.
But you can never rest against a team like the Magnolia
yes,
Hotshots.
definitely.
Inbound go to Paul Lee. Trapped. Yusuf Taha, Paul Lee, nagkasabitan pa. Referee comes in between and they're like, bakit naman? Yung dalawang play pa, bakit? Ano problema
Ito, hindi ito nagkasama sa Pure Foods franchise. Di ba? Parang nawala na si Taha by the time bumalik si Paul.
By the time sumali.
Yes, na-trade si Paul Lee.
That's right. So walang pinagsamahan.
Yes.
Yung dalawa kumbaga.
Yes.
Well, ito si Paul Lee, iba naman yan sa linya kasi no time left. Diba? No time left against China.
Yes, sa FIBA
2 free throws for the win, diba?
Yes.
Yun.
82% yan. Sure ball yan. Sure ball yung mga ganyan. Yan,
May
mga
kumpiyansa
ganyan.
ni Coach Rayo.
Hindi mo na masyadong yan. Maski yung sinasabi nilang yung broadcasters jinx, pag Pauli, maski magsalita ka dyan, masushoot niya.
Yan. Okay na nangyari na no? Lakas na loob mo, Coach, 22.4 na lang ang nalalabay rito. 6 points ang lamang. So, hindi pa ito tapos. Magka-track pa tayo ng konti. Kasi gagawin ng Magnolia lahat ng pwede nilang gawin.
Okay.
To prolong and delay the final buzzer.
Okay.
And Coach,
Ikaw to,
Tito, let's listen.
Terence, you're here. Okay. Terence, boom. Okay. Kelly, down skin for Pringle. Okay, for Pringle. Kay Stanley. Okay. Ito, hit natin. Okay. If you can hit this guy, pagkuha, 3 points agad tayo. Now, if we make this basket, or we miss the basket,
natin marinig masyado sinasabi ni Coach. Yan ang mga laro natin bukas sa Smart Araneta Coliseum, Barangay Ginebra, Rainer Shan, Alaska, NLEX. And look at that. You got 3 guys, Gilas, All-Stars, and then you have a rookie. Iba rin yan si Keith. Iba ka, Keith.
The man-child.
Okay, looking for the 3. Pringle takes it in rhythm. Bitin lang ng konti. Nakuha ni Melton. He's on the floor once again, trying to call a timeout. Jump ball ang... tama, granted. Timeout granted.
30 seconds out.
Yun. Granted nga yung timeout. 30. Natawag ni Justin Melton. And well, Justin Melton has been all over the place. Sinasabi nga ni Kelly Nabong, it's either a foul or a jump ball. Ba't bibigyan ng timeout yan? Kaya naroon ni Jimmy Mariano, it's a timeout. Okay.
Timeout? Timeout? Okay, it's a timeout, ref. I'm not gonna argue with you anymore.
Kasi napiyansahan na yata yan.
And of course, Commissioner Willie Marshall is here And nagkaroon ng dialogue kanina yan. So, sino may senyas-senyas lang si Commissioner Willie dyan. Napapacify na si Kelly Nabong.
kanina muntik na naman. But lumabas nga si Coach Pido on the floor. Hinimas-himas yung mukha at ulo ni Kelly Nabong. Di ba yung nagka-scuffle on the floor ng konti?
Tama, oh.
Frustration, of course. Kelly Nabong, should they go on to lose, 15.2 remaining. His best conference as a PBA player, definitely. He has he has told everyone he is going to be a force in this league, at least for this season.
Yes, and I've been talking to a friend a few days ago, and just before that recent emotional breakdown of Kelly Nabong, and I told my friend, sabi ko, pag ito si Kelly Nabong can just focus on the game, he can actually be part of the conversation for our most improved player.
Correct.
Against one guy who is just an incredible athlete right now, great value for his team, Poy Eram.
Poy Eram, correct.
Di ba?
Sasali mo na rin sa discussion siguro yung kasama ni Poy Eram na nominate na rin last year. Yung guardia naman niya, si Mike,
Pwede din.
na hindi mo kamag-anak.
Di Gregorio yun.
Oo. Di ba? Yung dalawang yun nga eh. Pag-usapan, Blackwater has exited yet so many positives to take away. Globalport, 13.8. Trying to catch 7 points. Ahead itong Magnolia. Romeo go to Nabong. Nabong will take the 3. It's offline. Stanley will take a 3. It's short. Taha will hook it in the lane. Sinupalpal pa ni Ping. And that does it for Globalport's campaign in the Philippine Cup. Magnolia battling back from 20 points down, taking over the second half, allowing Globalport only to score 53 points after a 26-point first period. The rest of the way to get a semi-final slot again. Ito ang tunay na lakas move. Baroka yan. Atin sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo. Ang 13 pesos mo. Hugs and greetings all around between these two teams. No bad blood between them. Just a hard-fought ball game from a lot of guys who have much pride in this sport. Best player mo, partner?
Oh, Mark Baroka, definitely. Especially in the playoff quarter. A total of 17 points for him. Very efficient shooting from the field, 60%. And defense, that was, I thought, the key element here, especially in the second half. Someone had to defend Pringle, someone had to defend Terence Romeo. It was really Mark Baroka and Melton exchanging, but we had to give it to Mark Baroka because of his overall brilliance.
And Mark Baroka right now is with Riza Diaz.
Charlie, kasama ko nga ang best player ng ating laro from Magnolia Hotshots, Mark Baroka with 17 points. Mark, you guys saw yourselves down 20. Anong nakapagpagising sa inyo? May sinabi ba si Coach Chito, may nangyari ba? Suddenly, parang nagising kayo from a very bad dream.
First of all, thank you for Jesus Christ na binigay niya sa amin yung panalo ngayon. So, yung nagpagising lang sa amin is like, sabi ni Coach, yung defense nga namin. Kasi nga, sobrang gigil lang kami noon sa defense namin. Gusto namin tapusin kagad sa first quarter. So, kaya sila, puro kami foul. So, na-penalty kami na maaga. So, yun, kinagala namin sa depensa, both ends na kahit padaan-dahan kami kasi hindi na kami mamadali. Kasi yun naman yung strength namin, yung key doon yung depensa namin. Kasi bumabalik, lahat naman yung games namin, bumabalik kami sa depensa, by down kami ganun.
Maganda ang health ng halos lahat sa inyo. And at the same time, maganda rin yung pinapakitang chemistry ng team. How confident are you guys moving forward to the next round?
Siguro yung confidence namin ngayon is parang di naman kami sobrang taas, hindi na sobrang low. So, tama lang na going to the semis. So, yung mindset namin, so yung siguro ngayon, pahinga muna kami, titingnan muna namin kung sino yung kalaban sa kabila. Yun lang yung gagawin muna namin, celebrate ngayon. So, bukas wala na. So, back to work na kami, going to semis. Kasi hindi pa yung goal namin nakailang semis na, pang-apat na namin ngayon. So, siguro, hopefully, makabalik kami ng finals. Yun naman talaga yung goal namin.
May mga babatiin?
First of all, I dedicate this game sa coaches namin. Si Coach Johnny, yung mami niya passed away last Saturday. So, para sa kanya ito yung game na ito. And sa mami ko na alam ko na andyan sa sumuporta sa akin at saka sa wife ko and sa daughter ko. And thank you sa kanila na support sila. Thank you rin sa Prime Binatics at saka sa fans ng Pure Foods na nandyan sila lagi sa amin.
Congratulations. Mark Baroka, best player ng ating laro. Gentlemen.
Well, Mark Baroka, coach, talking about yung kanilang mag-aantay. Magpapahinga muna sila. Antayin nila sinong kalaban. That could come tomorrow kung manalo ang NLEX Road Warriors. But right now, ito ang ating quarterfinal picture. Panoorin nyo yan.
Unti-unti nang maglalaho at matatanggal. At ang matitira rito si Calvin Abueva at ang kanyang kupunan. Pero delikado, they have to beat NLEX tomorrow. Dun sa ating serye naman, ito, tignan natin mabuti. San Miguel needing just one victory against TNT to oust itong tropang TNT katropa, while Barangay Ginebra needing another victory to go to the semifinals to battle San Miguel. Magnolia one and done against Globalport.
Right.
And Alaska, again, they're down 0-1 in the series. They need a victory to stay and live for another day.
Same goes for Rain or Shine. Bukas po yan sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. But let's talk about this game. Move on or move out? Well, it's a move on to the semis. Para sa Hotshots, pambansang manok, move out na ng Philippine Cup naman ang Globalport. Sa first period, Stanley Pringle was the man. Grabe yung scoring ng Globalport in that first period. Late starting ang depensa ng Magnolia sa larong ito.
Well, at one point, it was like 26-6. 13 points doon. Si Stanley Pringle, tapos sumasok si Terence Romeo, nadagdagan yung kanilang kalamangan. But after the first quarter, it's all downhill for Globalport. Pero yung depensa na talagang kilala yung Magnolia at tumama yung kanilang mga outside shooters, second quarter, nagkakaroon na sila ng konting headway.
Well, they outscored Globalport 22-19 in the second period to cut a 14-point lead down to just 11 at the half. And that was on the strength of straight three-pointers bago natapos yung first half. Nabang, of course, cap that off. Ito nga naging score, 45-34. Pero third period, total turnaround ang nangyari. 27-13 quarter in favor of Magnolia. Everything was falling para sa kanila, and give credit not just to Baroka, who was our best player, but to Melton and Halalon as well for harassing yung mga gwardya ng Globalport.
Well, sometimes, yes, you see the contribution of particular players and it is just the output that they score on the offensive end. Pero ang maganda nangyari rito talaga sa Magnolia, yan, tumama si Baroka, nakashoot si Mark Fingris, pero yung nadepensahan si Terence Romeo, only 8 out of 18, and there was a commotion doon sa bench ng Globalport. Medyo nagka-misunderstanding si Coach Pito and Terence Romeo, pero eventually cooler heads prevailed.
Daming ng pangyayari. When the smoke cleared after the third quarter, down na ang Globalport ng dalawa, and then tinuloy-tuloy na ng mga Hotshots. Everybody got into the act. Mark Fingris, Baroka, Paul Lee, Ian Sangalang na biglang gumana yung shooting after having a subpar ball game. And even the heroics of Terence Romeo at si Stanley Pringle, not enough para makuha itong one game to force a second in this series.
This was, I thought, the pivotal situation wherein lalamang didikit pa sana itong Globalport pag na-turnover si Terence Romeo. And not enough really firepower for Globalport, and the defense of Magnolia, Hotshots especially in the second, third, and fourth quarters were simply impeccable.
Let's not forget, nawala si Sean Anthony early in the game, so it's a big loss for Globalport, and indeed nga, yun ang nangyari, natalo sila. So Ginebra, Rain or Shine, Alaska, and NLEX. Bukas po yan, Smart Araneta Coliseum. Double-header na naman ang ihahandog ng ESPN 5 sa inyo dito sa PBA Philippine Cup Playoffs. So, dyan nagtatapos ang ating doubleheader dito sa Mall of Asia Arena on this PBA Tuesday for Ryan Gregorio and for Riza Diaz, the rest of the guys here on ESPN 5. I'm Charlie Cuna, thanking you all for always watching the PBA. Liga nyo to.